Welcome back, everybody, to Iron Fang Invasion. Last week we had a bit of a fight on our hands. The group eventually made it to the dragon Naphexi. They took a little bit of a side, detour to fight a frog hemoth, but, that fight wasn't terribly dangerous, if I recall correctly. But once they made it to Naphexi, things got intense very quickly, and everybody was kind of scattered in all directions as Naphexi was flying around. There was breath weapons and lightning bolts going around, summoned creatures being destroyed left and right, and eventually we had a PC death. Oran fell and found out that the ability Groger had given you guys was a form of reincarnation, and Justin decided to roll on the chart rather than taking my pick, and he ended up reincarnating as a halfling.
Listen, I'm happy with my choice to roll. I did not want to be a hobgoblin. That would have been some terrible RP.
Boo.
I think it would have been very interesting.
I would have enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Good choice, DM. Good choice.
Stats would have been good, too.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what Aiden would have been? That would have been way better, I think.
If Aiden weren't here?
Oh, yeah. Hobgoblin all the way.
I might have landed on that one, yeah.
Yeah, favorite enemy myself.
Yeah, we ended the session at the very beginning of round 12 of combat. This has been a pretty long combat here. And Naphexi stands wounded, bearing down on Gideon, also wounded, next to Kieran, unconscious, and Oran, who is unconscious for like half a second until it gets to his turn and the reincarnation process completes, with Jessup in the back firing arrows, just trying to put Naphexi down before, more people die. And we'll jump right into it then, because at the very start of round 12 is Jessup.
All right. Well, Jessup's going to 5-foot step closer to Naphexi, and then he is going to go all out, Arcane Strike, and then take all shots. And he did activate the ring on the last round, so I have Precise Strike.
Precise Shot, yep.
Precise Shot, yeah, for a couple rounds here.
Come on, you legend.
Precise Strike is a teamwork feat that doesn't really apply to this situation.
Does it not? I mean, I would take it if I could. I do Precise Strike with the rock.
It's a flanking thing, I think.
Okay, alrighty. Let's see a bunch of green on the board.
Come on.
Wow,
Okay.
I don't think a single one of those hit.
We have a 33, a 30, and a 38, and unfortunately all of those will miss.
Oh no! Things are not going according to plan.
It's just not the desired outcome, is
Well, I
it?
rolled a 7, a 9, and a 12. So,
Yeah,
doing real good.
that brings us to Gideon, who is looking good.
Oh, yeah, he's really healthy. He's the most healthy I've ever seen him. So let's just say I am at less than 25%, so I will be able to cast this on as a swift action, which will be Second Wind, healing 15.
Oof.
Which
Nice.
I'm sure that'll help. Wanted to make sure. I don't think I had any other swift actions that could have added damage, so we might as well just, hope for the best. I got Inspired Courage, Haste, Divine Might, Wrath, and Righteous Might. I don't think there is anything.
I think you should have Inspired Greatness, but that shouldn't stack.
It would not stack, but
It's on for the purposes of if we hit, discord it.
Okay. And I don't think I was going to 2-weapon fight because I need to actually hit this thing.
What?
Go enlarged Gideon!
Why not 5-foot step and try to protect Kieran a little bit?
Kieran's already dead.
Is he? I can't remember. Did Kieran go
I have
down?
no idea. He's down, but I have no idea if he's dead.
Yeah, Kieran is down.
I was say if he
Don't
was
know.
up, then maybe I would stay out of his way so he could 5-foot step and full attack. But if he's down, yeah,
He down.
We'll just stay there. All right, here we go. A 42.
Ooh, a 42 will hit. A 31 will miss, and a 32 will miss.
Hey, I told you this was my exact turn. 1 would hit, 2 would miss.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh, 5 more.
30 points. Is it enough? Is it enough? Tell me it's enough.
Gideon, you lash out with your Enduring Bloom, and your first attack does strike Naphexi, and you can see her rear back from the damage, and you begin swinging the other two, and they both miss, and you stand there, and she still stands until the voice of Jessup comes by.
The finisher.
She had 29 hit points.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Jessup's damage took yours to 30.
Wow.
Woo! Oh my! And I rolled max damage on my roll too. That was like the perfect of perfect.
Well, mine was a D6 and I rolled a 5, so not too bad.
And that's only because of Righteous Might with the 2d6 versus 1d8. Oh man!
I think I get all the experience, right? I finished it. No.
Jessup soloed that.
I guess there goes my dreams of being reincarnated.
Jessup full round action shoots Gideon, misses.
Yeah, so I will... Well, I guess I won't tell you what my picks for you guys were, because you could potentially still decide to maintain that effect. So,
Yeah.
with that, Naphexi collapses to the ground. And as this happens, moments later, you guys are kind of collecting yourselves. Oran, you see, is extremely different in appearance than a few seconds ago. And right next to Kieran, you see a potion bottle get pulled out of an invisible pouch and float over to the dragon Kieran's mouth, as Wendell has snuck up and has pulled out a potion to administer.
What you don't know is that it's actually inflict serious wounds, and he kills
dies.
Kieran.
So Wendell sneaks up and heals 10 points of damage to Kieran.
You shall not falter, Gideon.
That's right. By Milani's grace, I will not falter. And then he coup de grace the dragon.
With a warhammer?
No, with his shield. He's just gonna use it and wedge it and just keep stabbing at her neck until her head comes off.
Kieran is conscious again, barely. He did not die.
What about the new Oran?
Jumps out of his skin. Correct, tongs!
Oh no. Oh dear.
What happened?
Oran,
Yeah?
I don't think you realize that you may be a bit different.
Why do I sound like this? I don't feel different. Not quite as strong, I suppose.
Can Jessup do a quick knowledge local just to identify that he's halfling?
You know on sight that he's a halfling.
Okay.
Oran, you notice after a few moments, everybody else got really tall.
Did I lose some legs? What happened?
No, I'm sorry, you can't be a ranger.
What a wonderful boon, my friend. Milani smiles upon you.
I think the Groja's boon that he gave us must have been some form of I'm just speechless here. Some form of reincarnation, and I think
have been reincarnated.
Just keep smacking her with the shield. Let me talk.
I'm a what?
A halfling.
A halfling?
Yeah.
Praise Milani.
Oh,
Praise
Lord.
nothing. This is terrible. Who's ever heard of a dwarf becoming a halfling? Unacceptable.
I mean, it could have been worse. You could have been like a hobgoblin or something.
Well, that is true.
You sound like Mickey Mouse.
What a terrible divine boon that would have been.
He's the Tickle Me Elmo from Wish.
I'm a real boy.
Oh boy.
I'm a real halfling.
So Jessup will check on Kieran. Are you just stable or are you conscious?
I am conscious. I have 7 hit points. I did dismiss my... Oh, actually, wait. Nope. I dismiss my dragon form and then I go unconscious again.
You could wait to do that, perhaps.
Gideon, well, you still have your invocation on, right?
Yes.
So assuming you don't turn that off, we'll still get some juicy healing.
Naphexi heals back up.
Oh, no. Gideon,
She's not
what are
my
you doing?
ally.
How many would I get, Gideon? Like, how long would you leave that on?
30 or longer. How
Well,
much do you need?
it's-
I can.
It's been some time, so you wouldn't get 30.
You get. Well, see, I don't know. Did you add in the
27.
fast? Yeah, it'd be 27. I don't know if you added that from the last round. It'd be 1 round of healing plus 27. So whatever, 27.
Wait. How close do you have to be?
You're within range.
Just runs away. No, hold on. I still need to contemplate.
All right, so then I am at 17 hit points.
Okay, and then I can just keep it up for what's your maximum amount of hit points you're able to have.
A lot.
174.
Holy moly.
Oh, must be nice.
So 160 would do it.
All right, I can do 120 on invocations because I've got 4 of those left.
So I could get what?
120.
Oh, on top of the 30 I've already gotten?
Yeah, if he uses the rest of them. Good thing those don't affect yourself, because that would put you really close.
I'm still down like 34, 37.
Well, if you guys want, I could do some soothing performances here. Ooh, actually, hold on. Let me think about this through here. No, because I will technically heal
No.
myself, and I'm still debating.
Well, technically, Jason said you just had to not heal all the way, right?
Yeah, but his soothing performance would probably put him at.
Oh yeah,
full.
I'm pretty darn close to full, and as much as I don't know that I necessarily want to be transformed into another creature of sorts, it could be beneficial on the quest, where we may face certain death again.
Of course, Jessup. I will heal Kieran. And,
Well, I can do it. I just gotta be selective.
can you do that?
I mean, I got a couple spell slots open.
Kieran's like standing there, not even paying attention to you guys talking, just staring at Oran with like his head cocked. So you're telling me that if we die, we'll come back as a halfling? Or is it random?
I don't know. I mean, it's probably random. I don't know. I certainly didn't want this.
Jason, can I spellcraft reincarnation?
Sure.
Well, we don't know that that's what it was. It could be a specific effect that
I guess it's true.
turns everybody into a halfling. It doesn't. I think Kieran's not assuming that it's reincarnation. I mean, it's some form of reincarnation, but if for all he knows, it could send us all or turn us all into halflings.
That's true. I guess we don't know. I just know that Oran went down. He got a bunch of the caterpillars on him. They went to the chrysalises, turned into butterflies, and then boom, halfling. So I guess it's possible we could all be halflings or something. I'm not sure.
You know what? You can go ahead and heal me completely up. I don't think I want that necessarily. I think I'd rather stay a human.
But what if we go down again? What if we all go down and that could have been the last straw that could have brought you back?
Well, if that's the case, then I was meant to die, I suppose.
Wow, that's really greedy.
How is it greedy?
Well, I mean, I'm only this way because I chose to heal you.
And I appreciate that, Oran. I do appreciate that.
So what if we need you in a further combat and you go down and I'm not there to bring you back? This is
Well,
guaranteed
then-
insurance that you come back to help us.
I don't know if it necessarily is. I mean, we've seen how it works with you, but it could work differently with other people. I mean, I did die, didn't I? And nothing happened. You brought me back.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
That's true. Do you have a thing against halflings or just in general?
No, not against halflings, not against anything. I just personally want to stay a human.
That's kind of ironic for the person that keeps transforming into a dragon.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I could be a dragon, then I would be a dragon. But to my knowledge,
maybe
I
you
don't
could.
know of being
It's
a dragon.
possible. Maybe you would transform into a Bluebadon, whoever it was.
The fact that Oran went from being a dwarf to being a halfling does not give me confidence that I would turn into the exact thing that I want to be.
Such is life.
I will trust in the Everbloom.
An intelligence check or spellcraft. Well, I could do spellcraft. I can't do intelligence. My intelligence check would be a natural 20, but I guess that would tell me.
Yeah, I mean, with a natural 20, like, Putting the pieces together of it being caused by a fae that is known for metamorphosis, the fact that the entire transformation occurred with like caterpillars turning into butterflies, and that he came back as a halfling, it's almost 100% reincarnation, and there's no reason to believe that it would be halfling specific.
I mean, I guess the only argument Kieran would have is I think that all transpired when he was unconscious.
Right.
So...
But like you described what happened anyways, so...
Yeah, so I got a 27, so I guess if that's your thing, Kieran, but I don't know. I'm not too keen on transferring into anything else either, but...
Seems like an awful waste of a boon.
Well, I mean, if you don't really care for what you transformed into, I mean, nothing against halflings. We do have one more payment with Groja, so I mean, you could get bit in the buttocks again if you'd like to, except that'd probably take half your back too now. All right, well, actually, Gideon, do you mind if I use your wand or something?
Yeah, Gideon can give you his wand to use.
Actually, no, I think I got a couple wand charges myself. I forgot. Hold on, one sec. Kieran, how far are you down here?
Oh, I mean, it's fine. I can take care of it. If you guys aren't comfortable with me getting rid of this, then I can handle it.
I mean, we can heal you up, and you could just drink a potion, get rid of it anyway. So if that's what you
I'm
wish,
saying. I have potions. I can handle it.
I might as well use the wand.
All right. I mean, if you're fine with it, but I don't want to come across as too selfish.
I do not think that you are selfish, Kieran.
Well, apparently our new halfling friend does. Isn't that right, Oran?
Well, I mean, it just seems like a bit of a boon to waste. I mean, you know, if we're in a critical fight and you could come back and help continue the fight, certainly could help sway the battle and save others. But it's fine if you really are that sure about not wanting to be something different. I don't blame you. I don't want to be a halfling. I hate this.
I will concede the point, Kieran. I do
They
see
slapped
the
his face a bunch, like, no beard.
Oh yeah, I can give you some of Kieran's clippings.
But it also seems evident that this will cause quite a deal of emotional and mental stress for our friend here for a while.
Emotional damage.
You would not like to embark on such a journey yourself. I, however, embrace changes that may come. I've pledged myself to the Everbloom's cause, and I intend to serve it, even in the next life. So reincarnation for me is, well, it's been a goal almost.
I think I'm just being kind of salty. This is a bit much to take in.
And Gideon, it still has giant form, will kind of just pat your head. It's okay, Oran. You'll get used to it.
Don't patronize me! And he'll start swinging.
And he just holds you back with his hands.
Right?
With the one arm. Yeah.
But think of this, Oran. At least you're still a man. You could have been a female halfling.
1 second. Like, run behind his drinker mushroom.
Wait, no, you can't. And so we wait 15 minutes for him to take his armor off.
Yeah. Everything seems to be in order. You're right. At least I'm still a man. I'm gonna need some time. This has been much.
I know what might cheer you up, Oran. Let's see if this dragon has a horde.
Second breakfast? Oh, sorry.
I do. I do like treasure, but
I do like hordes.
Kieran's gonna fly to be closer to this tree, and he's flying.
What size is Kieran when he's in dragon form?
I'm not in dragon form anymore.
No, but what size is he?
He's still just medium.
Ah, nuts. You couldn't be large so I can ride you.
You could ride Gideon.
Tag team. Charge!
Charge! I mean, yeah, technically I could ride on Gideon's shoulder right now.
Actually,
he's
can I princess carry Oran, please? With my wings. Can I please? Just pick him up, scoop him up.
Everybody knows I am now 2'11", and I weigh 36 pounds.
So small.
Just like my leg.
Oh my god, that's so small.
Yeah,
I love
2'11", 36 pounds.
Your
Awful.
entire body weight is less than your armor alone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
It's a ripped halfling.
Yeah, so I can carry Oran and still not be at my lay load.
Wait, who's taller still? Oran or Wendell? Assuming Wendell's probably still shorter.
What is Wendell? Yeah, I'm 2'11".
I mean, they are small size. Quicklings stand just over 2.5 feet tall.
Oh, so that's
So
close.
We're basically the same size. I'm a few inches taller than Wendy.
And they weigh 15 pounds.
Wow,
Oh
they don't weigh
my.
very much though.
Oh man, you're
Goodness.
a fatty one.
It's all muscle. It's all muscle weight. We know
Muscle, I
this.
have to carry stone plate.
No, it's all in your feet.
Yeah.
It's those halfling feet.
Oh yeah, that's where all his hair went from his beard to his toes.
Kieran, I'm sorry. You can get rid of the boon if you want. I'm just being sour grapes. I don't want this to happen to nobody else. This is awful.
Well, maybe it's not permanent. Who knows? Maybe Torag will help you to get rid of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit in prayer and contemplation on this one. I don't know if he's mad at me or what.
Unclear.
Not sure he really had any control, but you know.
To your
Still.
point, though, Oran, if this hadn't have happened to you, you would have died, and we would have been in a much different place than we are right now.
Well, that's true. The quest continues at least.
Certainly does. Speaking of which, how did the dragon go down? Who did it? Gideon, was it you?
It was my strike, but Jessup's powerful voice once again rang true and felled
Yeah.
our enemy.
I'm kind of glad that you two are unconscious, because I probably said some unchoice phrases.
Perhaps now is not the time for religious discussion, Oran. But I know that the dwarves depict Torag as a dwarf, like in their image. However, some texts suggest that may not be the god's true form. You could probably find devotion and peace still in the image of Torag.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna definitely be something, man. Like, this is rough.
I might have some text that could help you, if you wish to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, things are going to be a little awkward when we go back to Kragadon, though.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to say, though, if for some reason you were to have changed into a hobgoblin, that would have been quite the something to explain back at Fort Trevale. You know, Jessup's wearing armor with the Iron Fang Legion symbol. We've got a hobgoblin companion now, which...
Well, you know,
I'm not...
Maybe there's somebody in Kragadon that can help me. That's true. I didn't think of that. Maybe
That's possible, yeah.
maybe it's reversible.
You know, this is the land of druids, so maybe that we would find a druid that could turn you back. Cast reincarnate again and then see what happens. Maybe you'd get lucky.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go through. I don't want to go through that again. Who knows what I come back as?
Well, I'd say, it's probably a roll of the die or something.
Huh? That's horrible.
Are you a gambling man, Oran?
I am a gambling man. Yeah.
Speaking of which, remember when Frampton tried to... We were playing, dice with those trolls? That was good times.
That feels like forever ago, Jessup. I feel like that was an entirely different lifetime.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't come back as a troll. That would have been awful.
Is that an option?
I don't know.
I don't even know with reincarnate what the options are.
I don't know. Kind of wish that little caterpillar would have said something.
Yeah, he did seem a bit suspicious, but I was hoping for the best. Although, to be honest and to be fair, it did work out well. Even though you are a halfling, you are alive. So.
Yeah.
So you said the dragon was like a plant creature, so she doesn't have like scales like a traditional dragon, does she?
She does still, yeah. They are pretty much encased with like blighted vines. By the way, give me a fortitude save I forgot about.
Everyone?
I take
No,
back
just
what I
Kieran.
said. I didn't bring up the dragon. Let's go check out the horde, guys.
I forgot about the fortitude save.
No. No
He goes
backsies.
unconscious and falls down with Oran midair.
Well, here we go. Fortitude save. 18.
Good to know.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's ominous.
That's noted.
Cool. Do I feel ill?
You're blighted.
No, you're fine.
Oh shoot. Am I blighted?
You're
Can
fine.
I pick the scales off her body?
Sure.
Like, would that be used for my dragon breath spell as a
Yep,
An acid component? Okay.
Wait, are you looking in the horde or the dragon now? I'm confused.
Well, that would have been when we were over there talking still.
Okay,
He would
gotcha.
have been like harvesting scales. And then now we can go to the horde.
Okay. You guys enter the warren, the wicker warren here, and begin to look around, and you do find a vast horde of items scattered amongst these heaped fungus and moss that must have served as her bedding. You find the following items. You find a magical belt, a magical suit of armor, a magical dagger, a magical shield. I'll give you these ones. You find 2 greasy vials that each contain a dose of dust of disappearance. You find a magical staff topped with a cloudy emerald. You find another magical blade. And you find a bag of what appears to be blood-stained gold amulets with various house sigils on them. In addition, you find 2,000 gold pieces. 2,500. Oh goodness, they have this all written in the same place. Apologies. The hoard also contains, starting with silver pieces here, 5,812 silver pieces, 8,408 gold pieces, and 126 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
I will need like a whole bunch of spellcraft checks and also a knowledge local check.
Okay. So I will do knowledge local first just to get that out of the way.
I can assist with that as Kieran.
I can
bring
aid
it down.
that as well.
Oh, I mean, don't aid my knowledge local. I was just going to roll it. You guys can.
I have a 7.
Yeah.
I mean, Jessup would be better, so I probably should aid Jessup.
You're better than a 7, Jessup.
Yeah, before I do it, I'll patch on Investigative Mind again. I'm not sure if I fell off, but I clicked it anyway.
All right. I aid with the 16.
Yeah.
I aid with a natural 20, 27.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
Slightly better. Slightly better.
Is that 32?
Yeah.
All right. With that, you are able to identify that these sigils they are all represent families from Kragadan. They're all of dwarven make. However, there are a couple others that are distinctly human-made, probably from houses of Malthun and Nirmathos, one of which does look fairly familiar.
Oh no, is it the same as my ring?
There is one of these sigils that bears the same as your house, yes.
So I would surmise that is probably the last brother that I don't know what happened to. Because I know my oldest brother died a long time ago. I found one medal in Travale. Raiden was still alive, and then this would be for the other one, right?
Could be, you don't know. Like, you don't know if this sigil or the one in Travale you found were originally held by one of the other brothers. Like, it's just a guess at this point. There's no physical evidence that either of these prove that there's a death necessarily.
Right. I think in his heart he expects that brother to be dead, and so he's kind of taking this to mean that they might be dead, but he really doesn't know for sure.
Just do we? Oh, so Jessup notices them, and Kieran, do I realize that is Kieran's same sigil or no?
I think he has singled that one out, and he's kind of like holding it in his hand, kind of rubbing. And if you look closely at it, the crest is of 2 dragons on it, and if you really paid attention, you might be able to tell that it's the same crest that's on his ring of protection.
Yeah, I think, Kieran, the only solace you might have is that you didn't recognize human remains being lashed up against the cliffs around this place. There's a lot of dwarven remains.
Okay.
There's a lot of fey remains. You didn't see any human remains. Does that mean that Like, is that good news? I mean, maybe. I mean, again,
Could
it's
have been eaten.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, he will keep this one separate. He's going to put it with the other one he found in Travale, and then he still has the bag of medals from Multhune from Travale as well. He's going to keep those separate. But then we've got a bunch of spellcraft to roll. So
I think I count 5.
I will try to aid.
this first one will be for the magical belt.
You want to do them one at a time, Sarah, or do you want to roll 5?
I figured I would do one at a time just to keep them separate.
All right, I aid.
And I aid.
Jessup aids.
Okay. So +6 to this, it will be a 28.
Okay. You are not able to identify the belt.
All right, I'll set that aside for Jessup, and we'll go to the next one, which is the magical suit of armor.
I will aid.
Aid!
Okay, so this one is going to be a natural
Wow.
20 for a 43.
That would have done it. So this is the armor, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You identify this armor as a very unique and exceedingly rare suit of armor known as celestial armor.
Ooh.
Is it for a small sized creature, though?
Yeah. What size creature is it for? Is it for small?
Celestial armor. That is a iconic.
Yeah. It emits a faint transmutation aura with the good descriptor. It is good aligned armor. It weighs 20 pounds. It costs 22,400 gold. It is a +3 chainmail that is so fine and light that it can be worn under normal clothing without betraying its presence. It has a maximum dexterity bonus of +8, an armored check penalty of -2, and an arcane spell failure chance of 15%. It is considered light armor and allows the wearer to use fly on command once per day.
Man, I feel like that arcane spell failure is almost worth it. Almost worth it for that AC boost.
Yeah, that's a great item. I think, yeah. How much of a percentage chance do you get?
15.
15%.
That's not so bad at all.
Sarah is not a gambler, so we won't go that route, but still kind of nice. All right, so that was the set of armor. Next, we have the dagger.
Jessup aids.
I do not aid.
Oh, no.
I'm still perfect. Let's go.
Okay. So Oran did not aid, so a +4 to this roll makes it a 33.
You are able to identify the dagger as a dagger of venom. This black +1 dagger has a serrated edge. It allows the wielder to use a poison effect upon a creature struck by the blade once per day. You can decide to use the power after you have struck. Doing so is a free action, but the poison effect must be invoked in the same round that the dagger strikes.
If Kieran were to wield that, he would accidentally prick himself and poison himself.
Right.
That's just his luck. So he's going to set that one aside. Next up, I have the magic shield.
Okay.
Gideon was waiting for this one.
I do not aid.
Failure.
I still aid, baby.
Oh, me too.
All right. So again, a +4 to this roll is a 40.
You identify this as a Dragon Slayer's shield. This +2 heavy steel shield has a distinctive curve to its shape and often bears the device of a Valorant Knight. I'm not sure exactly what that means. The wearer of this shield gains a +2 bonus on reflex saves against effects that originate or burst from a point outside of his own square, as though he had cover. It does not protect against spread effects. The bonus does not stack with the bonus granted by actual cover. In addition, the Dragon Slayer's shield grants the wielder a +2 morale bonus on will saves against the Frightful Presence ability.
I was wondering where the dragon piece was going to come in.
Well, it's mostly against like breath weapons, I think.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
That didn't help whoever had that, though.
Nope.
Yeah, apparently not. Okay, so we
Whatever
have...
Dragon Slayer came by here with celestial armor, dagger of venom, and Dragon Slayer's shield did not
It was Frampton.
last. Yeah.
Frampton's really changed his outlook. He's
Well, hey.
good. He's
Maybe he got
It's
reincarnated
finally
too.
time for 2 shield Gideon.
two shield Gideon.
Yes, baby. Let's go.
All right, next one is going to be for the magical staff.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that one. So there's going to be a 6th one after this.
Show me an 8. Hey, I
You
aid
did
this
aid.
time.
So +6 to this is a 29. Gross.
That will be enough to identify this as a holy staff. This staff is made from polished birch inlaid with ivory and topped with, as I said, a cloudy emerald. It allows the use of the following spells. Align weapon costs 1 charge, but it's good only. Detect evil is 1 charge. Holy smite is 2 charges, and magic circle against evil is 2 charges.
That is an expensive staff.
Yep,
Yeah.
staves are expensive. And then there will be 1 more against the blade.
Yeah, the magical blade is going to be the last one until I see if Jessup can help with the first thing.
I aid.
I don't. I
Oh,
failed.
the mighty is
man.
fallen.
So +4 to this roll. Natural.
Oh.
So I apparently
So-
am not doing well with. Oh, I guess that one was a belt. Never mind. I thought they were both
Yeah.
blades, but okay.
The 2 highest DC items you failed on both of them.
All right, so
Yep.
it's pressure for Jessup. Jessup will expend a level 1 spell for Identify.
All right.
And did we decide that I cannot aid on these because I've already tried?
I think that's what we said.
Okay.
So can the other 2 still help her now?
I think we decided, like, if you're using the spell, I would allow you to try it again, but not, like, with everybody's aids.
Okay, so just on my own. Let's see what we got here. So just 2 of them, right?
Yes, but you get a +10.
Ooh, my investigative mind also works on spellcraft checks, so I can roll with advantage.
Ooh.
There you go.
Because it's intelligence based. Okay, so I'll roll
We
2.
should have
So
had you
this
do
would
this
be.
the whole time.
That's probably true. So what's the first thing I'm rolling for?
The belt.
So 44.
That will do it. You identify this belt as a belt of physical perfection +2.
Oh,
Wow.
just a whispers that under his breath. Eh, that's another thing for Gideon.
I mean, or Kieran, or
That's true.
Oran.
Or yeah, that
Or
helps
Jessup.
everyone.
Yeah, you could do it to Jessup too. Any
So
of you,
because what is
honestly.
that's strength dex con, right?
That's all 3 of them, +2 to all 3, yeah.
All right, and then for whatever the other thing he was,
The blade, yeah.
also another 44.
Wow.
Okay. You identify this as a luck blade. So I will read the whole description of what a luck blade does, and then I will give the caveat that will disappoint you. This +2 short sword gives its possessor a +1 luck bonus on all saving throws. The possessor also gains the power of good fortune, usable once per day. This extraordinary ability allows its possessor to re-roll 1 roll that she just made before the results are revealed. She must take the result of the re-roll even if it is worse than the original. In addition, a luck blade may contain up to 3 wishes. When the last wish is used, the sword remains a +2 short sword with the previous bonuses, basically. And then the AP says, Naphexi expended the last remaining wish spell as part of her transformation.
Aw, nuts.
So
no
you have a
wish.
luck blade with all of the benefits except for wishes.
I'm assuming there's no way to re-imbue it with wishes.
Nope.
No wishing more wishes.
Nope.
No wishing more wishes.
So it's a genie blade. 3 wishes.
Fun fact, a luck blade with no wishes is still worth 22,060 gold. A luck blade with 3 wishes is worth 142,960 gold.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So she was wishing herself to be more plant-like.
Yes, and Groger had mentioned her going through this this big ritual transformation, and that shrine you found had a bunch of bodies and such. Seemed like it was a very involved process.
Were we getting the idea that she was kind of subservient to the lady, the plant lady?
She did call herself a duchess, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So that sucks, because that means that I would assume power-wise, the queen lady is more powerful than Naphexi. So that'll be fun.
That's not necessarily true. Maybe she's a peon. Yeah, it's a lot of places where sometimes the leader is actually weaker than the bodyguards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got me there. Yeah.
Oh, but if you've been traveling with us for some time, that is definitely not the case. They are worse than the last.
So, as far as the loot goes, I probably will not put in for the belt of physical perfection just because I think that I would be using the greater extend metamagic rod, which is pretty hefty, so I wouldn't have to. And then I can't use the holy staff. I can't use the shield or the armor or the... I guess I could use the dagger. Don't really care about the blade. So I think the rest of you guys could divvy that stuff up if you wanted to, or we can just keep it to sell later on.
What belts do people already have?
Constitution +2.
Same one.
Yeah, my belt of dwarven kind is essentially a belt of con +2.
Yeah, I probably have the better belt of Dex +4. So for me, especially being an archer, it's better. So I wouldn't bid in for the belt.
Yeah, the only one who potentially doesn't benefit as much is Jessup. The rest of you stand to benefit equally from a +2 to strength and dex.
I think it would go best for Kieran.
Yeah, because honestly, the belt of dwarven kind, like other than giving me dark vision, isn't as good anymore because it was it gave me a bonus to charisma and diplomacy and stuff with dwarves. Oh, I still have a +2 competence with gnomes and halflings, Oran.
Oh, hey!
But I get a -2 to everything else, like on with everybody else. So.
Yeah, because you do melee, so there's strength benefits there. You obviously Dex is going to raise your AC, but with the other two yokels there, they might have Dex penalties already.
Just give the belt of dwarven kind to Oran so he can do...
Yeah.
That's amazing! Do it!
Yeah.
That's true. You wouldn't lose your stone cunning and your dark vision.
I technically got to keep some dark vision because of the crown that I took from the caterpillar guy.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So as far as the belt's concerned, I already have a +2 enhancement for both Dex and Con because I've got the Iron Stone, so it would only give me a +2 bonus to Strength, which would bring me up to 20, which is nice. But I'm kind of a weird hybrid, so I'm not as on the front line as much as Kieran is. So I'm fine to let that one go and give him the bonus damage and to hit for all his natural attacks.
Yeah, same. I think it'd be good for Kieran.
Which means I would also further recommend that Oran gets the belt.
Oh, so the belt, yeah, give the belt to Oran because I already have an enhancement to Con and an enhancement to Dexterity. So it only give my strength would go up to 22, which is pretty sweet, but it wouldn't help me for Dex or Con.
Yeah, but I think that's what they were saying because you have like 7 attacks.
Right.
Oh, so even though, well then in that case, I could give my Ioun Stone to somebody because I have a deep red sphere Ioun Stone.
Yeah, Wendell
Same.
will take that.
No.
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 Sorry,
Wendell gets nothing.
No.
No.
Sorry, Wendell.
Okay. If you guys are okay
Yeah,
with
I'm
that,
great with
I
it.
would. Okay.
Because then, Jessup, do you use Dex for anything?
I mean, I've just tried to shoot stuff, but I mean that's
Let
not.
me rephrase.
Never used dexterity.
Wow.
You already have the +4, so this won't help you. So you might as well give it to Oran as well.
Give what?
What?
The Iron Stone.
Ioun Stone.
I'm not even a part of any of this conversation. Like none of this is good for me.
I'm trying to give you loot, Jessup, because you're always like, oh, I don't need that. Oh, I don't need that either. Actually, that won't help me. Here you go. You
What are
take
you
it.
talking about? And he like kind of opens his arms. I have this fancy Iron Fang Legion garb I am wearing right now.
That's true.
All,
Yeah, that's
all
fair.
right, Jessup. I
And
didn't
also,
mean to.
my
Okay.
voice is more than enough.
Your voice does finish them.
Yeah, if you could find me a bow that's like imbued with True Strike for unlimited charges, like that, I think I would take for sure. Because obviously I'm not doing very well, but other than
Well,
that,
yeah,
I'm good.
Then you might actually hit something.
Okey-dokey.
I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
Hey, I shot her quite a bit. You were just too busy trying to climb the moss ledge.
I only hit her once myself.
Oran, do you want the belt of dwarven kind?
I mean, it functions as like a +2 Constitution bonus, right?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it'll make me feel a little bit more like myself.
Yeah, the only thing is, so it gives you a +4 competence bonus on charisma checks and charisma-based skills as they relate to dealing with dwarves, a +2 competence bonus with dealing with gnomes and halflings, a -2 competence penalty on similar checks with anyone else. So you would take a -2 on all charisma related things with anybody that's not a dwarf or a gnome or a halfling. And then you can understand, speak, read dwarven, which you already can. And then if you're not a dwarf, you gain 60-foot dark vision, dwarven, stone cunning, +2 enhancement bonus to con, and +2 resistance bonus on saves against poison spells and spell-like abilities.
Oh, so it would give me back basically my hardy trait.
Yeah, it basically gives you hardy back. You already have stone cunning.
Yeah.
I told you, I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah. Belt of, what is it called? Belt of what? Dwarven?
Belt of dwarven kind.
What else do we have to divvy up?
Celestial armor, luck blade, dagger,
Holy
venom.
staff.
Yeah.
I imagine we're not using the piecemeal armor subsystem, so I don't think Gideon needs the celestial armor.
So I'm interested in the celestial armor because I have a negative. Because the stone plate's cool, but it's really heavy.
Yeah.
And it's really damaging my dex that I've gained.
I think the problem is that you are small sized.
Yes.
And I don't think magic armor resizes like wondrous items do.
We could resize it, though. Doesn't that just cost something when next time we go to well, we're never going to go to a city, but if we ever did.
The only way I know of resizing magical items is using the artifact in Giant Slayer.
Oh, really? Yeah, that might be true.
Which, I mean...
Can we just take a break and go do that AP real quick
Yeah,
to
let's
fix the armor?
just go do it.
Yeah, let's do that, guys. Let's get on that.
Massive detour.
So, yeah, Jessup, I don't care about the armor either.
Yeah, if it's medium, then I do not care about it, then.
Wendell would take the armor, but he's small.
Wendell gets nothing.
Wendell saved my life, basically.
I've saved your life.
Is Groger medium size? I think he's large.
Groger gets nothing either. He turned me into a half.
Hold up 1 second. 1 second. The wondrous figure that we have, can Oran ride that bug now?
I mean, I guess. Because it's large.
The ebony
Thing.
fly? That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, because it's the size of a pony. So you could just ride this ebony fly.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
All right, so nobody wants the dagger. Nobody wants the armor.
Wait, Jessup, you don't want the armor either?
My armor gives me more AC.
Does it really? Huh. What do you have? What are you wearing?
Jeez, man, calm down here. I'm trying to
Sorry.
get too excited. Get that. Hey, there's no tags in the back of this, Gideon. Back off.
I'm sorry. Just
It's a +3 improved shadow studded, so it gives me a bonus to my stealth, and because it's +3, it gives me 6 AC. Which honestly, my AC is crap. It doesn't matter, so I could probably use the celestial armor. But if it's,
I mean, the celestial armor would give you more AC, but you'd
would.
lose the stealth bonus, and you'd have
wait,
a
it does. I
-2
thought it was
penalty
only a
to-
+3.
It's +3 chainmail.
Oh.
So it's got a 9 AC, but you'd take a -2 armor check penalty, and you'd lose your stealth bonus.
Otherwise, though, it's a staple for rogues and bards that like to min-max.
Well, if Oran's going to be up close and personal and he wants it, that's fine.
He can't, he's small.
I'm not allowed to wear it because it's not small.
I was not part of this conversation by any means at all. I guess I might as well use the armor then.
All right. As you guys are divvying up the loot and having all this conversation and maybe still looking around somewhat, you see Wendell kind of pop out of invisibility, and he's also looking around, and he approaches a portion of the warren, and you see right above him there's a kind of not rusted, but it's a little gold ring that's lost a lot of its shine, and it's just hanging from a simple tin chain above what must have been Naphex's bed. He kind of looks at it and begins like quickly chittering in delight. He's like, oh, pretty. Yes, indeed. It's just like the one grandmother took long ago. Said it can protect us. Yes, she did. Keep us safe. But this one has a different lyric than grandma's ever did. Different magic? Same? Why did Serpent have grandma's bracelet? Meryl's supposed to wear it.
Who is Meryl?
Meryl is Wendell's sister.
So this is the only thing that you see in here from your people? There's nothing
yes,
else?
Yes. No, I don't see anything else that is familiar, but this ring looks just like Grandma's and the one Meryl had. But the words are different.
Oh, the words are different than what your sister and grandma wear?
Yes, where the words are different, yes.
Do you know who it could belong to?
I don't know. It looks just like the same one, just with different words. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. If it has different magic or the same magic, I'm not sure. I'm bad at figuring out how magic things work.
Did he reach it, or is it above where he can grab?
You saw him jump like 10 feet straight up to grab it.
All right, can I detect magic on it?
Yeah. So with a detect magic, you do detect a strong transmutation and necromancy on this item.
Interesting. Okay, and then follow that up with a spellcraft.
I'll roll to aid.
I'll aid. Or I'll try anyway.
Oh man, you should have rolled nat 20. All right, Jessup, are you also eating or are you busy?
I mean, I'm eating some rations here, but yeah, I can help.
All right, so with a 6, it would be a 29.
Okay, so you see that this tarnished gold ring that Wendell snapped, not snapped, but he grabbed and snagged it off one of the wicker roots from its tin chain. It has a single phrase inscribed on it. And you can see that the words say, Princess of the Blasted Heath. And you are unable to identify all of its properties because you realize that this is only part of an item. What you do find is that this ring on its own is able to, when the script is read out loud, render up to 10 creatures immune to the dark blight for 1 hour.
Oh, wow. That's still very useful. And is that like a once per day thing or is it like a once per forever?
It's a once per day ability. But like I said, you know that this is just a part of a far more powerful artifact, but you're not able to understand the full potential of it with it being on its own.
Wendell, that's an amazing item. It appears to be a bit incomplete. I think it's supposed to be part of something else, but by itself, it can still provide great protection to us against the dark blight. It could protect us for up to an hour from the effects of the dark blight.
Oh, yes. Grandma always said that it would keep us safe.
Well, it's possible that maybe we'll need to make use of that if you're willing to allow us later on.
Oh, well, if we have to use it to get to Meryl and the other quicklings, then yes.
All right. Well, would you prefer to hold on to it, or would you like me to put it in the bag with the rest of our valuables?
Oh, I can hold on to it if that's fine.
Okay. It is of your people, so you can hold on to it, unless somebody else objects.
Of course not. It is good with you in your hands, Wendell.
Wendell, I didn't get to say thank you before, but thank you for the potion that brought me back. I had my doubts about you, but you have proven to be trustworthy so far.
Oh, yes, no. Wendell was trying to find good position to attack, but then the serpent kept moving, so I had to kept repositioning. But then, close to the end, was right next to you and thought would help.
You did well. It's good that you have the ability to go invisible. It's saved you on many occasions.
Oh, yes. Had to stay a little bit further away, because I could tell when I got too close, she kind of looked in my direction.
Yes, dragons have very powerful senses, so you do have to be careful when you're around them.
What were you going to attack her with, Wendell?
Oh, this. And then he shows a hand crossbow.
Oh, where did you get that?
Oh, I've always had this.
Guess I just never noticed it.
Yes, it's very small.
Shoots like toothpicks or something.
Does it appear magical by chance?
Is it Dragonbane arrows?
It is a +1 hand crossbow.
That's impressive.
Okay, so it would do damage.
It does 1d3 +1 damage.
Okay, it wouldn't do damage.
But because he is a 10th level rogue, it would also do 6d6 sneak attack.
Wait, is he really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a 10th level rogue.
Wow.
Okay, so all right. I go back and forth. It would.
It would, as long as they didn't know he was there.
Does he have greater invisibility, or is it just regular invisibility?
His invisibility it's called natural invisibility, but it's just invisibility.
Gotcha.
that he can do at will, basically.
Well, there's always next time, Wendell. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find more enemies for you to shoot.
He pulls the hand crossbow back, loads it. He's like, yes, Wendell is ready.
You might not want to carry around a loaded crossbow. Just,
It should be fine as long as the safety is on.
the heck's a safety?
It's a little mechanism on the crossbow to keep it from deploying prematurely.
Jessup pulls out his bow. I don't know if there's one on mine.
No, it's not a crossbow.
I'm just kidding. The safety's right here. Pats his quiver.
Do we know where we're supposed to go now, or is it this Warren is what leads us to the tree that we're supposed to get to?
You said that the item as is could make us immune to the blight, right?
Yeah, that's the only effect that it has on its own.
But also only for an hour.
Yeah, but we could use it in conjunction with the thing that we got from the lady in the water.
Which lets us go through trees.
Yeah, we could go through the trees by using that.
How does that ability work, Jace? Is like tree stride?
It's like tree stride.
Yeah, because that was the only thing. That's the only reason why we didn't want to go through, because everyone that goes through is affected by the dark blight.
Yeah. You didn't. So you know that the throne in that palace, that ruined palace, she told you, the nereid told you that it was carved from from Arlanch's tree way, way, way back when she was just like a sapling and still bound to one tree as a sign of like loyalty. She made that throne out of her own tree. And you would know that tree stride, you basically go through one tree and come out the other side of a similar or what tree. So if you were to tree stride through the throne, you would probably end up right at her tree, or at least in the very nearby vicinity. It's just that if you had done so before, you would have, because the thing is basically rotted with blight, you would have contracted that quite easily.
According to the spell text too, when you use tree stride, it tells you the location of all the trees that are within teleport range. So yeah.
So it sounds like a plan.
Sounds like we have to go back to that throne then and do some druid stuff.
Well, we can also talk to the Myriad and let her know that we slayed the dragon.
Yeah, I think she's on the way, sort of, isn't she? So.
Yeah, she was kind of upstream, I think.
Yes. Yep.
So, we gotta go by there anyway.
Oran, did you feel like you could climb up here more easily? Feel more sure-footed, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, feel like I can climb and do some jumping a little better. For context, I finally have an acrobatics of 1. My climb is still -5.
Oh, no.
Hey, with that acrobatics, though, I can show you some pretty cool dance moves that I learned from someone who you kind of remind me of.
All right, so I can, just for ease, Jason, I can teleport us back to where the nereid is.
Like the spell teleport or dimension door?
Well, I didn't know if we were too far for dimension door.
Yeah, you're like half a mile downstream.
Yes, so I would say teleport.
Okay. If you want to roll it.
How far is dimension door?
400 feet plus 440 feet per level, so it's 800,
like 800
feet. That's not half a mile.
It's going to be somewhat close.
It's not like we can teleport out of the forest, so the worst that happens is we just end up somewhere else in the forest. I cast it again.
We get right in front of what's her name there, the big bad.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I'd be like, okay, I just cut out like half a book of material. Let's do this.
I feel like a speedrunner.
I need to rest.
All right, well, I have 3 dimension doors, so I guess I could just string them along until we get there. And then I have 4 dimension doors, so.
I don't care, but why not just walk? Isn't it, like you said, just half a mile?
Well, right now it's all slippery and slick and blighty. I was just trying to speed up the process.
Yeah, we got the Shrika mushrooms, and who knows if it's repopulated with enemies.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Whatever you choose, Kieran, I trust you.
I'm sorry, we can't, because I can't take Wendell, so we'll have to walk.
I really think that Wendell can just fit in my bag of holding.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Technically, I think so could Oran then.
Like I said, isn't it funny? You teleported us. You were able to teleport all of us together originally with Oran, and then now that Oran shrunk down in size, you still can't add Wendell to it from a weight perspective.
Yeah, because they mix medium and small creatures together. All right, well, we will walk. We will walk the old-fashioned way.
I think we still have to be dimension doored up here, though, yeah?
I mean, Kieran can fly. He'll fly and watch you guys struggle.
Okay.
Well, it's not very nice. I'm pretty sure I can make it up there.
How many minutes has it been, Jace? I think my angelic aspect is out, but...
Oh, yeah.
So I could dimension door them and then go back for Wendell and do another dimension door. Use 2 dimension doors to get everybody back up there.
Or just fly and carry him. Sounds like fun.
I mean, I can do that too. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I could probably climb up there. Maybe.
Regardless, I will use a dimension door and we can all get back up here. And then from there, we will head back to where the nereid is.
All right, so you walk back to the nereid and you arrive. So you're just following the stream going all the way straight to the nereid, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you are able to get back to the nereid, and she kind of pokes her head out of the waterfall as you arrive. And you see a look of kind of confusion on her face, and she kind of says, I believe I told you that Naphexi was downstream.
Yeah, about that. She's at no stream anymore. Well, we kind of dispatched her.
Is that so?
Kieran will pull out the scales that he harvested off her body. Yes, that is so. It wasn't easy, but we were able to do it.
Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. Should we aid?
Gideon will aid. He'll show her the bottom of his shield, which probably still has dragon blood from when he beheaded her.
I mean, we could probably show her the cool gear we found too, like the dragon bane shield and everything.
Yeah, sure. So that can count for my aid.
Right. I aid with a 22.
I aid with a 29.
Did you want to try to aid there, little Oran?
Yeah.
Don't forget, you have a -2.
He shows that, you'll notice I'm a halfling. I died. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 6 higher than this. Drum roll. 50 even.
A 50.
Does that change her attitude?
So you see that there's a look of intense surprise when you tell her this, and she comes out of the waterfall a little bit further, but like she stays far away from you because you're holding up that blighted scale, and she doesn't want anywhere near that. She says, "That is a surprise. I will admit I did not expect that you would survive that fight."
You know, to be perfectly honest, neither did we.
But we did.
And well, to be perfectly honest, I did die. Oran also did die. So you could say that we didn't fully survive, but due to magic, we were able to come back.
And the grace of the gods.
And a weird caterpillar man.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this caterpillar man, but if he helped you, then you're lucky that you got off with what you did.
Yeah, if he ever wants to bargain with you to bite you, don't probably best not to do it.
He has a fondness for butts.
His name is Crozier.
Crozier the butt muncher.
It's
Crozier, the butt
The
muncher.
butt muncher.
That's his full title, Crozier the butt muncher.
I'm sorry. This is guys. This is a serious campaign with a serious tone. Okay.
Yes, well, I said before, it's been many years since I've allowed myself to hope, but if you are truly able to defeat Naphexi, then perhaps you can do something about this blight.
Well, like I said, that's what we aim for. I mean, we're obviously here for other things, but the Fangwood's kind of my home as well. Might as well if we're on the way, you know?
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that I do see you again once you've fixed this curse.
Gideon's got a big smile.
He's like, I hope to see you too, bow chicka bow wow.
He's probably like, she got a butt boon for her too?
No, because their last conversation, she said that she was all out of hope, and then Gideon was all like, hey, "Yeah, right, because I serve a goddess of hope. You're gonna get that back." And then she just said it right now. So he's all like, "Ooh, personal victory."
All right, so we can check that off our side quest chart.
Yeah, she's like,
And-
was there anything else you needed from me?
Nope, just wanted to come and apparently pester you and let you know that we're still alive and some dragons out, and we'll be on our way.
We did it.
It's like in video games when you go AFK right next to an NPC and they just stand there staring at you.
Really, like,
Like you can go do something. Yep. So then from here, we can go back to this place is where the throne was. Am I correct?
Indeed.
Gideon will leave her a rose.
it's a blighted rose. She gets upset.
She does not touch it. She's still highly paranoid.
Yeah, but he leaves it just right on the edge. Just
Kieran
right-
picks it up with a mage hand and just carries it toward her. Ah, run away!
If Gideon survives this AP, it's gonna be in his continuing his campaign. He's gonna come back and woo
Court her. Yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
court her.
he just left
Hello.
he just left a rose. That's all he did.
What a flirt!
The rose immediately wilts and begins oozing blood.
And it's got a little note maybe. I'll think of something. It's got a little note.
XO Gideon.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Do you want to be my water girlfriend?
Yeah, something like that. I'll write you something, Jace. You could have it for what she responds later.
Okay.
Okay, so when we get back to the throne, we're gonna have to say the words
Rest.
on this ring. Oh, we want to rest first. You are smart. Which, Oran,
Okay, no!
hopefully you can still prepare a restoration.
I got greater restoration.
Maybe I missed it, but how many times can we use that ring?
Just once per day.
Okay, I just wanted to see if it was once per day or just like number of charges or something.
What kind of ability damage do you have?
I just have a temporary negative level from Breath of Life, but Oran has 2 permanent negative levels from his reincarnation.
So we need restoration and then.
Well, Oran's gonna do greater restoration, he said.
Oh, okay. So that'll get them all.
As
won't it?
long as Mr. Jessup will lend me 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
I also have 2,000 gold worth. And in hindsight, I wish I thought of this during the Naphexi fight, but I wish I had cast Stoneskin Communal on us and I had forgotten. But I only need 1,000 gold for that, so I could give you 1,000 and I'd still have 1,000 left to cast that once more.
I can give you.
No. Kieran's already given it to me.
I
You
have
had your
to
chance.
pay him back for my Breath of Life anyway. I know it doesn't cost anything, but in Kieran's mind, it's like tit for tat. So
Well, whenever we decide we're going to rest, just because Jessup's gonna cast Tiny Hut right here.
Tiny hut.
Ooh,
Nice. I love
It's
tiny hut.
even more spacious now with Oran small.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So we're tiny hutting, and
If I could be keep watched, that'd be nice.
Kieran would like to sleep if possible.
Oran's gonna sleep.
Do we want to use the Keep Watch wand, or do some of us actually want to get some Z's?
Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to heal too much.
I can cast it on Gideon, so I can cast it on Gideon and Jessup. If you wanted to also stay up, I can cast it on you too.
I mean, I might take an actual rest here.
Gideon, do you want somebody to stay up with you? I don't mind.
I appreciate it, Kieran, but you get your sleep. I think that I will spend some time communing, and praying to my gods.
Well, then are you really keeping watch if you're praying and meditating?
I'll be up for a while, and then when I am done, I will keep watch.
Jessup, are you attacking yourself?
I need to be cautious of my healing.
Oh my goodness.
Don't
Just
you
see over-
guys?
he's like
No.
stabbing himself in the thigh. Like,
You know what? Just stop. No, I need this.
I must say, Jessup, I do venerate many gods, but I find Zon Kuthon a tad distasteful, if I'm being honest.
Jessup is going to run oratory and try to convince Gideon that is a good deity that he should worship as part of his pantheon.
Do it. Do it. Yes.
37!
Yes. There's no way he beats that.
How can you appreciate the joys of life if you don't also appreciate
the
pain?
misery. The misery.
There is room for doctrine like that, but it's not in Nidal's Zon Kuthon's church.
See, Gideon, the healing of pain makes life worth living.
before we all go to bed, did I ever tell you all about my ordeal when I was getting my brother out of Kragadan?
I mean, I was there. I got struck over the head.
Well, Jessup, this was after what had happened with you, but so I teleported Raiden to Canaret, to the city where we grew up in Multhune. And that was fine because I'm very familiar with Canaret, so it wasn't a big deal. But teleporting back did not go quite as smoothly. I actually ended up in a city in Nidal. And let me just tell you, not a great place. All this talk of Zon-Kuthon, yeah, that's kind of their whole shtick there, so I had to quickly hurry, buy another scroll of teleport and try again, because it looked like they were about to try to convert me to Zon-Kuthon, and let me just tell you, that dude is scary. So yeah, just, if you ever teleport with me, just know that it's not always guaranteed to reach your destination. If I'm pretty familiar with the destination, then it's we've got better odds, but since I had only ever been to to Kragadan, and the reliquary one time, it didn't quite go well coming back.
Oh, that kind of stinks. Well, good thing you're the keeper of our funds. If it was any one of us, we'd be kind of Zon-Kuthoned it up, I suppose.
Yeah. Although I will say, just for my own peace of mind, that I did borrow from the party funds, but when we were paid by the Synod in Kragadan, I did reimburse the party wealth from what I used.
Seriously, I don't even know what you have in your satchel.
Well, I mean, we go over it from time to time. I can lay it all out for you, have it all categorized and written out here. It's all organized. If you ever need anything from it, just let me know.
That sounds like too much work.
Well, there's a lot of good items.
I trust you, Kieran.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad you do now.
What do you mean? Do I have from day one?
Well, no, I just meant that I haven't always been trustworthy, so I wouldn't have blamed you if you had chosen not to trust me. I'm saying now, as in after I have revealed pretty much my entire life story, that now you still choose to trust me is very commendable to you, Jessup, and I appreciate it very much.
Jeez, I'm going to stop blushing over here.
Well, anyway, I suppose it's now is a good time to get some rest if we can.
So who's doing keep watch? I can check off the charges on me wand.
Gideon will. And he makes a passing comment that, Kieran, he imagines, has always served Abadar. I've been a little casual at times, perhaps, but always trusted him in that capacity.
Yep, you can certainly trust him with money. Yes. All right.
You guys rest up in the tiny hut and, keeping watch and all of that stuff. You don't hear any commotion outside. You think that you've probably taken out most of the hostiles in this general area, to be honest. And you wake up the next morning, and Kieran, I need a fortitude save.
Oh, jeez. So I still have a temporary negative level, so that's lovely. I will roll a 24.
Okay. So you don't suffer any mechanical effects, but as you look down, some of your wounds are dark, like the skin around them are blackened, and you can feel your mouth and your tongue. They feel like there's almost a slime beginning to form around them.
Oh, is this the blight? Am I blighted? Because I bit her? Did I get the blight, guys?
I mean, don't we have a scroll of remove curse and disease? Does that work if we do it simultaneously?
Yeah, you have to do a remove curse and a remove disease at the same time, but there is a roll involved for those.
Of course. There's always a roll. Always. Yeah, so I guess in the morning, Kieran would wake up and he would kind of like, when your mouth is really dry or you have like a funny taste in your mouth, and he looks down at his arms and he's like got black in his veins, and he'll kind of like wake Oran up, like shake Oran awake, and he'll be like, Oran, do you think this is concerning? This black in my arms?
That's not right!
Ah, leprosy!
And then he'll like kind of like open his mouth and be like, does it look weird to you in my mouth? Because it feels kind of weird in my mouth.
Oh, did you bite Naphexi?
I might have. It's all kind of a blur. I don't remember really, but You see, when I'm in the dragon form, a kind of feralness takes over, and I don't know, I just enjoy it, I guess. And so I couldn't help myself.
He'll do a heal check on that. Does she have the blight? Or he have the blight?
With a 31 heal check, you do see the telltale signs of what you would assume to be the Dark Blight.
Yeah, you look like you have the blight. I mean, luckily we brought some countermeasures to try and fix that, but you definitely have the blight.
Oh, great.
So I guess if you die and you had the caterpillar wound, would you reincarnate it as blighted something? Or would you come back as non-blighted?
I have no idea. No idea how that works.
She comes back as Naphexi.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay, well, we should probably treat that. So, let me and Jessup confer for a moment, and we'll be right back.
That's not concerning at all.
Oran did prepare remove disease and remove curse, at least one of each. But I don't know if that's better than the scrolls, is it?
It's better than the scrolls because your caster level, I think, would be higher for a check.
So I would say, why don't we use those first to see if we can get rid of it, and then use the scrolls if I fail?
I mean, I was kind of joking, but not. I mean, wouldn't we really have to cast, because it's a curse and disease, wouldn't we have to do them both at the same time?
Do you have to do them at the exact same time?
All that the book says is that removing the infestation requires successful castings of both remove curse and remove disease. It doesn't necessarily say at the exact same moment, so you could probably do it one after the other.
That would really stink if you had a cleric in your party and they're like, well, I can't do it at the same time, so I guess you're out of luck.
I mean, I've got two hands.
You
Cast it with
just-
one hand, cast it in the other hand, and it's slappy with them
He split personality. He just somatically does both at the same time.
at the same time. Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Are you sure you don't want to try to use any of my scrolls?
I already have them prepared, so I was thinking I'd just go ahead and try it.
Yep. I'm not going to get in your way. You, for some reason, seem to have more fire in your belly than you did before.
Yeah, let's give this a go. Hey, Aiden. It's kind of
What?
cautiously edging.
Whoa.
Oh, wait,
I
what? No. Sorry.
The visions!
The visions! The wet jigsaw puzzle! The visions!
Kieran dies and reincarnates as Aiden.
Oh no! He's so whiny! He went from edgy to whiny.
To whiny.
I wonder about that.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
It is weird to be back in their masses.
Jessup has a heart attack.
So Oran will edge towards Kieran, kind of like with a grisly look on his face of like, ugh, gross. You're blighted.
I don't think I'm contagious. Just don't bite me, Oran.
Oh, you're definitely contagious.
You're definitely contagious. I mean, I think there's some danger here, but we'll fix you right up. You're gonna be just fine.
Goodness, I don't want my doctor ever looking at me like this as they try to treat me.
You need some bedside manner, Oran.
To be fair, he's not a doctor, he's a cleric.
So tell me who are better doctors in this world, Gideon, than clerics?
He
Omduras.
shrugs.
That's fair.
Maybe for themselves, just not for other people.
All right, so I have to make a caster level check, 1d20 plus caster level, against the DC of the disease affecting the target.
Yes.
So, here, Oran, just in case. So I can hit you with Grand Destiny, which, once you use it, you'll get a +4 competence bonus on caster level checks.
Okay.
So you can do that 3 times.
3 times, okay.
3 times in the next 140 minutes.
All right, so I'll go ahead and obviously use it once already. So just for reference, I have 2 remove disease and 1 remove curse prepared. So here's my roll. 24.
Well, is that with the +4?
That is with the +4.
Oh, that sucks. All right, Omdura, you're up.
Let's try this again.
Well, do we know if it passed?
Well, do we know if it passed, Jason?
Would you have to save both to know?
I'm not sure if you would know.
Kieran, you still got that oozy taste in your mouth?
Yes, it's still slimy.
I don't know if it worked or not. Maybe you have to do the other one, too, at the same time.
I mean, success means the disease is cured. So if the disease was cured, wouldn't
But it's a
the...
disease curse. So I don't know. It's like half cured, maybe?
I mean, you know that there would be no downside to just casting the other one to see, even if the first one failed.
That's true. So if I cast curse, then I'll know, like if it goes away immediately, I'll know that the first one had passed.
Assuming you don't roll the remove curse lesser than a 24.
Right? All right. So we're going to do remove curse.
I believe in you, Oran.
Wow.
Oh, no!
Wow, I'm just not meant to be cured.
That I did not cure Kieran.
It seems that it persists.
Kieran,
still.
what is with you and diseases and poisons and stuff?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I mean, growing up, I was never sick, but now I feel like with you guys, I'm sick all the time.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing personal. It's just what we're doing now is pretty bad stuff. So I guess my immune system was not prepared for any of this.
Nothing but you guys make me sick is basically what I just heard. I have 5 scrolls of remove disease and 1 more prepared remove disease.
5 scrolls. Wow. Okay.
So you've got a bunch of disease, but how much
But I did
curse
not
do you?
bring any curse. So does anybody have any other curse? Because all I can do is remove disease.
I have my scroll.
You have a scroll?
Wait, why are you so condescending?
Did you use all of your opens? Did you leave any slots open so you could spend some more time and prepare?
No.
Well, if it makes you feel better, not only did I buy a remove curse scroll, but at least I upgraded for remove curse caster level 7th.
Okay, well, I guess let's try and do the scroll then, I suppose. Let me try one more remove disease and see if it goes any better.
Well, didn't the remove curse, wasn't that worse? Didn't look like
Yeah.
I said the words correctly.
Yeah, no, I might have fumbled it. Let's give this a disease another try. And then I guess curse after that.
Do you want to just try the curse first and see if that helps?
Yeah, could do that.
So Jessup will give you the remove curse scroll.
Well,
Or should
I was going to say, what's the...
So it would be a +7, but because you have Grand Destiny, it would be a +11.
All right, here goes nothing.
Well, on that 20.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. So you don't know if that's high enough or not, but you do know that there was an elapsed time between the first disease and what you just did. So you don't know if this is enough. You might have to roll another disease and hope that that one's not a natural one to see if this is enough or not.
Okay. That'll be a +14 because I have no more Grand Destiny left.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Ha ha! Wow.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness
goodness.
gracious!
Oh no!
Oh, those
guys.
tiny fingers just don't
That
have the
is-
magic they once used to.
Marvelous.
All right. It appears there's not more we can do for you today. Kieran.
Is this how I die? This is how I die.
But
I'm-
he'll pull out a couple of anti-plagues. He'll give you 2.
Before you go to bed tomorrow, just drink this. Perhaps it can strengthen your body enough to fight off half of this.
So before I go to bed tomorrow, not tonight.
Well, tonight. Tonight.
Okay. All right.
And we're positive no one else has any of them there remove curses anywhere, right?
Nope.
I mean, I got another remove disease, but no more remove
Yeah,
curse.
same. I've got remove disease. I just don't have any remove curse.
So, Jason, is there any mechanical things that happened to me?
No, you made the fortitude save this morning.
Oh, I did make the fortitude save. Okay, it's just if I
Yeah,
don't
you
make the
failed
fortitude,
the fortitude save to not contract it.
Oh,
Because
Okay.
diseases have an onset time. They're not as quick as poisons.
right.
So the onset time was over and you rolled again against the effect.
I see. Okay. When I roll on it tomorrow, I'll have anti-plague and I will have my my temporary negative level will be gone.
Don't you not already not have a negative level?
It has not been 24 hours.
No, but he cast.
I cast out of myself. I had 2
Yeah.
permanent negative levels.
Yeah, my temp one will go away. I'll just have it for most of today.
Okay, are you okay with that? Or else I think I have a scroll of restoration.
I mean, I'm
Which I'll
used to
get.
it. It's pretty much the par for me anymore. I just usually always have at least one temporary.
But is being
level.
used to it the same as being okay with it?
Right, yeah. Sometimes we become accustomed to misery.
I mean, I'm at peace with what happens. I'd rather have a temporary negative level than be dead. So,
Still not answering the question, though.
I don't think it's worth using a scroll of restoration when it'll go away.
Now, just because, we don't want to use any of these, Kieran, we still do have an IOU for the Groja bite. Just saying. Just throwing that out there for no particular reason.
Nope, I'm okay. Unless Oran wants to do it and potentially become a dwarf again.
I don't think it is wise to tempt fate like that.
You were Mr. Reincarnate yesterday. What's with it now?
All in good time, Jessup. Do not play games with the gods. I find that it is best to chart forward, and should they want to bring us back when the time is right, it will happen. But to seek other forms of continuing with one life on your own, that is a sort of divergence, I feel.
I mean, are you doing that because you request the reincarnation from Groja?
But we serve a purpose that goes beyond ourselves, and I think
okay.
that means something.
He looks at Oran. See, you do not serve a purpose.
Wow.
Yikes.
Gideon
All right.
said it.
You just wait till you die next time, bud.
I feel like this last 48 hours have been everything out of context.
Just my words as you will. And just, and Oran, I would stand by you, no matter what choice you made, if you felt truly out of place with the body you have now.
Yeah, I don't really want to gamble it. It's kind of scary.
You never know, you could come back as a Nephilim or something.
A what?
The dark creature we met earlier.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some Smurfs that I heard about from some other planet of reality.
Never heard of them.
You don't want to.
Okay. So we go through a tree.
Sorry, so we have to say the incantation on the ring, and then we use the woodland's ingress to walk through the tree.
Whee!
Or the throne, I should say.
You speak the incantation on the ring, and all of you in the area, you can see an aura envelop you, and then you reach out your hand with the woodland ingress, and you see the throne splits into sort of a portal, and beyond the portal you can see the visage of a horribly darkened and blighted tree, and you, I assume, step through the portal?
We sang the song.
We certainly did.
Wait, there's a song we have to sing?
Just a phrase, Princess of the Blasted Heath.
Gideon sings it. We're like, Gideon, no, you don't have to. No, okay, okay. Yes, Kieran will step through the portal.
Right, I will move you to this map.
Whoa,
this
it's
is
really lushy
way
green.
less blighted than I thought.
Well,
Oh no,
it's
this
dark.
is like a combat room.
Yeah, it looks really bright and inviting.
Yeah, so you guys can place yourselves up where Kieran is.
I casted bull strength before we went through.
Is it bright? Because I have tokens on here that is supposed to make it shadowy.
Nope, it's super bright.
Oh no, it's a summer day.
No.
It's beautiful. It's probably
a
blue
luscious
skies,
green.
a couple clouds.
I know this is the forest I'm used to.
This is the opening of Toy Story. You got a friend in me, you know,
Oh, the tree just moved.
Yeah, that was
Mr.
me.
Blue Sky kind of music.
Wait, what? Is it a bad tree?
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I have to technically give control of these to like the players.
Yes, you do.
Nothing can go wrong there.
Now it's getting darker and darker.
Yeah. So yeah, you walk through the portal and you feel yourselves get shunted out of a nearby tree into an open clearing, and I can kind of describe what it is you see here. You see that the overwhelming centerpiece of this eerie clearing is an enormous, ancient, terribly blighted ash tree, so tall that it blots out the sun and wide enough to dwarf the girth of any other nearby trees. With withered, strangely marked bark that looks more akin to rotting skin and drooping branches that weep putrid mold, this tree casts an ominous pall over the entire sickly meadow. Beyond this 100-foot wide clearing, as far as the eye can see, grotesque blooms of fungus spring up amid an angry briar. And one thing that you guys see pretty much right away as you enter this area is a huge creature sitting by the tree. And as soon as you kind of step out of the tree that you tree strode through, the creature's head kind of jolts up and looks in your direction. And I'll put on the map what this creature looks like.
Is that a dodo bird?
That is a ditto bird, or what are they called?
Ditto bird?
Ditto bird? Dodo?
A dodosaur.
A dodosaur.
So you see this creature, and as soon as it notices you, it releases a high-pitched bird-like call, something of a roar, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Could use that nat 20 somewhere else.
Yeah, would have been nice, but I'm okay for right now.
So we have a 27 for Oran. We have a 19 for Jessup, 15 for Kieran, and an 8 for Gideon. All right. Top of round 1 is Oran.
Said no one ever.
Small Oran's fast.
Stretch those legs, Oran.
Go, baby legs.
Well, at least I think you still have 30-foot movement, right? Because your boots.
Correct.
I don't know if this applies to any of you, by the way, but this would all be dim lighting. So if you don't have low light vision or dark vision, there would be concealment.
But dim light is good. Or low light vision, I mean.
Low light is fine for dim light, yeah.
So would it have been the same level of light before we came through here, or is it darker?
This clearing, like the tree, the Arlanch's tree, blots out the sun almost completely, so it's dim light in this whole area.
Okay, I was going to say, because I could have cast Dark Vision Communal before we walked through the tree if it was like this on the other side. But if it wasn't, then I'll have to wait and use my turn to do that.
It's just as soon as you come into this area.
Okay.
And we're going to open with a cold ice strike, I think.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going out swinging. Going ham on this little bird.
So I believe that gives us a reflex save.
Correct, for half.
And does Cold Ice Strike give a spell resistance roll?
Yes.
I will need that.
Okay.
21. You cast the Cold Ice Strike at the creature, and you see that the spell energy just dissipates on contact.
No.
Tragedy.
Okay. I hope I die.
That's kind of the story of life. Hey, come on, don't be like that.
Don't be like
Not with
that.
another
Or
grudge fight.
just crawls in its mouth. I'm done.
You
done.
have a standard action, don't you?
I do, because that's only a
not standard.
fifth. You're right.
Standard action crawl to his mouth.
Standard action. I run up and crawl into its mouth.
Just put me out of my misery.
I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna do. None of our buffs are luck buffs, right?
No, except for mine, Divine Favor, but that's it.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. So I'm gonna do Divine Favor on myself then. Ha! Divine Favor.
Which is nice. Scales all the way up to a +3.
+3. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I cast Divine Favor on myself, and then I'm done.
Okay. That brings us to the creature. Creature is going to move 30 feet forward, and with its reach is going to take a bite attack against Oran.
Did you have Shield Other on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 40 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Yeah.
All right. You will take, since you have shield other, I'll split this. You and Gideon both take 15 points of damage.
Oof.
Not ideal.
Not
And
ideal.
it is going to attempt to grab you in its beak.
Why am I always being grabbed?
Grab is to Oran as poison is to
Poison is to Kieran. Yes.
Don't forget. Also, for me, that is stone.
Yes. Petrified? Yep.
Yeah.
I rolled-
Yep. Jessup is always stoned.
Remarkably poorly. So that's only a 41 to grab you.
Yeah. That'll be a grab.
I rolled
that,
a
he says.
natural 2 on that.
Are you? Wow.
Yeah.
That means you can't fail except for a nat 1.
So you are pulled adjacent to the creature, You are both grappled,
Okay.
and that is its turn.
It's gonna eat me.
Moving on to Jessup.
Oh no! Dancing lights!
Okay. Where you want him?
I just figured I'd do them around the creature.
Okay, yep. So there are now dancing lights that have gotten rid of the dimness of the area.
So I can see the creature clearly.
Yep, it is now in normal lighting.
Monster law!
Okay, yeah. Roll your knowledge arcana check.
Oh, interesting. Yeah! Ooh, that is a natural 2 as well for a
19.
whopping 19.
You have no idea what this creature is.
Oran, watch out! It's a bird dinosaur. It's a carnivore thing. That's... he quickly turns to Gideon in free action. Has he always been this dramatic and I just never knew it?
He gives you like a shoulder kind of like, oh, what
Cool
can I
guy
say?
nod.
What can I say? So he's always been kind of crazy.
Alright, well, I guess on Spy Courage.
All right.
And then I got a 5-foot step.
That'll bring us to Kieran.
All right, so if there is dancing lights, I don't need to cast dark vision communal right away. Okay.
Welcome,
So-
maybe.
Kieran will move up 30 feet, fly up 30 feet, I should say, and will lightning bolt the bird creature. So spell resistance is
Roll
going to
Arcana.
be... Oh, before I do that, I shall roll a knowledge arcana. Because I told myself I would do that on Jessup's turn, and then one turn later I forget. So, knowledge arcana.
Roll knowledge arcana.
And... Oh my goodness.
21.
You might know a little more than me.
I have a
Back-to-back
plus,
natural
I have
twos.
a plus 20. If I roll this again, 29. Trash. Garbage.
That's not that
Trash.
much better.
Stupid. Roll 20. Stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
Unfortunately, neither of you have any idea what this creature is.
I'm dumbfounded. I've never felt so stupid in my life. I don't even know
It's
if
the
this
blight.
is a bird.
So you are going to lightning bolt.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to end up being like immune to electricity, but I guess we'll find out. So anyway,
Give me a
so
spial resistance.
this will go well. Just you wait. I get a +4 to this. 26.
26 will affect the creature, it seems.
All right, so lightning
It's a
bolt
reflex save.
is a reflex save for potentially
29.
46. Okay, you pass, so it'd be 23 electricity damage.
All right. Noted. You see that the feathers of this creature kind of change color slightly.
Interesting.
That's it. Anything else, Kieran?
Like it changes color, like it wasn't affected, or I can't tell.
No, it definitely looks like it took damage, but it just immediately changed color as soon as it did.
What
Okay.
color did it change to?
Blue.
So it gains resistance to the attack that it's hit with.
It is healed by electricity damage.
Well, maybe next turn.
All right, that's my turn.
That brings us to Gideon.
Who will move here and tell Jessup to move up, and he will ready to cast a spell.
Okay.
Shedwrath!
At the top of round 2, we have Oran.
What kind of check can I make to try and get out of this?
Combat maneuver bonus check or an escape artist check, or you can just whack it.
You can also give up. That's another
I
choice.
think that's kind of what you were going for to begin with.
He plays dead. Just goes limp.
Wait, do that. That might work. That's amazing.
I think that's a legit performance check.
Right?
Yeah.
Just goes limp. Play dead. I'm not going to do a CMB or an escape artist because I'll just fail. So I guess I'll try and delay. No. Smack it. No,
Okay.
I want to smack it.
Okay.
Try and smack it. 29 and 31.
Neither of those will hit the target.
Huh. Hi, AC creatures is just kind of like your thing now, Jace. You just
So funny. I
changes the MO.
was looking at this stat block just before the session. I was like, hey, this is like a mini Naphexi.
It's like you just suddenly, 40 AC. You're like, you know what? It's about time in the campaign for that to be irrelevant. Gideon, you can have 50%. Everyone else, sorry, you just take damage. And now you're just
follow
like,
the AP.
yeah, and now you're just like, yeah, they shouldn't be able to hit the enemies either. That makes sense.
It's just what the AP says.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the AP.
Yeah.
Your hands are tied, right? Nothing you could have done different.
My hands are tied. My hands are tied, fellas. My hands are tied.
It's not my fault that you guys rolled double natural 2s to identify it, followed by a natural 4 on your main attack. You have a plus 27 to hit, or a plus 25 to hit.
You're no better than a player. We blame the dice too, but it's time.
Moving on from Oran, it's the creature's turn. It's going to attempt to maintain the grapple.
And swallow whole.
So, goodness gracious, another natural 2, so that is only a 41 to maintain the grapple.
Oh, yeah.
And you have a -5 because you grappled.
So both you and Gideon take 14 points of damage,
You're welcome, buddy.
and you are swallowed whole.
Yay.
So,
There's that.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. Been there, done that.
So the creature loses the grappled condition, and you maintain the grappled condition.
Isn't it constricted? Or would it be? Or
No, so it says a swallowed creature keeps the grappled condition, while the creature that did the swallowing does not.
interesting.
Okay, and it was so that's just a standard action. So it's going to move to be right here, and that'll be its turn. Moving on to Jessup.
Curious, is the creature's stomach transparent so I can see Oran?
No.
So you're saying he can't be targeted
Can't target
by
face.
face? You're saying
Unfortunately.
you're gonna stick with that as the ruling, like 100%.
Yeah, that's
You're
how
not
the
gonna
spell works.
waver on
pretty
that one
much.
little bit. My readied action will go off. We'll get Shattered Wrath,
Yay, I knew it!
and I go before Jessup now.
So Jessup is going to move over. While he moves, he's going to pull out his bow. He's going to free action, maintain Inspire Courage, and you know it, Haste.
So, Jessup casts Haste.
Channel your frustrations and strike down this foul beast.
Oh, move quick and do it!
I see what you did there. Foul beast.
Thank you.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. I don't get it. Intelligence.
All right. And is that Jessup's turn?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Standard, move, free. I think that's about it.
Okay. That brings us to Gideon.
Already? Doesn't my readied action change my initiative order?
Yeah, you're right before Jessup now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right,
So,
we'll
you will
just-
go once we cycle back to just before Jessup.
which is now.
What is
Nope.
with us today?
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Wait,
you
Gideon?
said Gideon is your turn, and you meant Kieran.
Oh, I meant
think.
Kieran. Did I say
Okay.
Gideon? I meant
You
Kieran.
said Gideon. You said Gideon. I was like, funny joke, Jason. Haha.
No,
Who
I
goes?
didn't understand that was the confusion because I meant to say Kieran.
I was like, okay.
I thought you were confused because you thought that it was your turn, not that I said you.
No, you were so sure of, you're like so certain that I gave my one rules lawyer protest, and you're like, no, that's how it is. And I was just like, okay.
Well, no, because I explained it correctly because I thought that I said Kieran.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right, Kieran will 5-foot step forward and full attack with glaive. So first attack is going, and we do have Inspire Courage, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
Shared Wrath.
Yep, Shared Wrath. I have that. So first attack will be a 36.
36 will hit.
Okay. The hasted attack is a 42.
42 will hit.
Iterative is a 20.
That's not going to do it.
Yep. So 2 sets of damage. First damage is 26 or 22 slashing, 4 electricity. Second damage is 23 slashing, 3 electricity, and then 6 from Jessup's discordant voice.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like the electricity just kind of dissipates into its wings.
Interesting. Okay. That is my turn.
All right. Top of round 3, we've got Oran. You can attempt to escape, or if you have a light slashing or piercing weapon, you can try to cut your way out.
Ah, it would have been sweet if you took that venom dagger and you could poison it from the inside.
Right?
Fortunately, warhammers are not light slashing or piercing.
I mean, I'd argue you'd still be able to use them inside the creature. You just wouldn't be able to get out. You'd still be able to hit them with it.
Well, you can't. How would you hit? How would you get like the movement to get a swing in?
Yeah. I mean, magic. I don't know.
Because blunt weapons require some leverage, whereas like piercing and slashing, you can just kind of exert some forward force.
That works, yeah. I do have a punching dagger.
I guess you could try to draw it.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna channel.
Oh, okay. You're gonna heal the creature?
No.
Oh, this is a good question. Where's your holy symbol now? Because it's not in your beard anymore.
It's in his toes. It's in his toe hair.
Technically, it's still tattooed on me.
Oh, you got the tattoo. I thought it was originally in your beard.
It was. So I still have a malleable symbol that I can use, but I also have a tattoo.
Gotcha. All right.
That's a holy symbol because of Divine Paragon.
All right. So you go ahead and channel, excluding the creature. So go ahead and heal yourself with your channel.
26 points of damage.
Okay.
I'll take it. You won't kill me.
And that'll bring us to the creature. So because you are swallowed, you take, both you and Gideon will take 15 points of damage.
Yikes.
And Gideon, you healed 26, right?
No, he didn't.
Why?
Your channel doesn't go outside the creature.
What?
Channel energy does not break barriers. It doesn't go around walls or any of that sort of thing. So since you are inside the creature, only you are affected.
I'm sorry. The creature's skin is not walls. Like,
Yeah, but it's like if you cast a fireball inside of the creature, it's not going to affect the people outside of the creature.
it's a little different though.
No, it's the same because they're both spread effects.
It's the
Yeah,
same.
but then how does healing work from a channel if it doesn't penetrate skin? Like, doesn't make any sense at all.
You're still hitting the creature if you're outside, though.
It's got to be the outside
Like
skin.
you have to reach the creature, and you're
No,
not reaching anybody
Like,
outside.
I get that, but what I'm saying is like the way that I envision channeling works isn't the same as like fireball. Like fireball is a physical spell that like causes physical damage to the creature. I don't envision channeling as the same thing.
Imagine channeling as like an emanation that bursts out from you, but it is stopped at solid objects.
Yeah.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like, how would it penetrate a person then to heal them?
It doesn't have to penetrate the person, it just has to imagine that it just has to touch them or envelop them. But if it's blocked from even enveloping them, then it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, I still disagree with it, but that's fine. We can move along. That seems weird to me, but I get it. If rules are that it doesn't penetrate, that's fine.
And then the creature is going to full attack Kieran, I guess. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not going to do that. It's going to do something way freaking worse. The creature is going to once again throw back its head, and it is going to shriek out. And I need everybody within 60 feet to give me a fortitude save.
I bet this stuns us if we fail. Ooh, I got a 24.
Got a 22 from Gideon, a 24 from Kieran, and a 12 from Jessup.
What if this is a petrification?
Oh no, I'm saving for that. No, hey, I rolled a nat 2. Watch it. It's going to be a nat 1.
I call a 4.
It still failed, but 19's a lot better than a 12.
All right. So all three of you fail the effect.
Uh-oh.
It's a high DC.
I bet we're stunned.
You are all stunned for 1 round.
Well, that's not too
That's
bad.
fun.
It could be worse.
Okay, so stunned. A stunned creature drops everything held, can't take actions, takes a -2 penalty to AC, and loses its dexterity bonus to AC, if any. So you guys drop everything and take some big penalties to your AC, and you can't move or act at all. For 1 round, though, not too bad.
That my still shield would technically be strapped, but my other thing would fall.
Sure, yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's not like I can act anyway.
Yep, so that was its standard action. It is then going to move action, get right here to be almost in range of all of you.
What a cute little shape we have set up here.
And that'll bring us to Gideon, who is stunned.
Can you still take just mental actions or nothing?
He says you can't take actions.
Okay, all right, I'm done.
So that brings us to Jessup, who is stunned. That brings us to Kieran, who is stunned
Are we unstunned at the end of our turn?
at the beginning of its turn.
Its turn, okay.
That brings us to Oran at the top of round 4, who was inside the creature. So,
Still inside the creature.
yeah, so first up, because you're inside the creature, both you and Gideon will take 13 points of damage, and you may take your turn.
I don't want to be swallowed.
I would have been really sad if we downed Naphexi and then we get TPK'd by a dodo bird.
By a dodo bird.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I'm surprised that we beat Naphexi. I mean, I guess Kieran's damage is really up there, but that was close. Within one. That's so crazy.
I will say, out of game, this creature is called a Jub bird.
Jib jib.
Chub. That's a good name.
What you doing, Oran?
Can I try to pull out my dagger? How does that work?
So it would be a action to draw it out.
It'd be a move action, wouldn't it?
I think so.
All right, so I'll pull it out and then I guess try and stab it
Sure.
from the inside.
Do you automatically hit when you're inside them?
No.
That is what? You don't automatically hit?
No. Why would you automatically hit?
How could you miss?
Well, you can look at it differently. Like their insides have an AC, so you could hit, but you may not penetrate like natural armor to do damage.
That's okay. That's the way I would look at it. Then, like you can't not hit it from inside.
Well, yeah, that's the idea. Is you're being crushed by their insides, so it's like it's also hard to just maneuver the weapon in such a way that you could hit anything. Like you're touching stuff, yeah, but I mean like in a way that you would meaningfully hit anything.
That's what I'm saying. You can't not hit something. It's just whether or not you can damage it would be the way to look at it. Like you can't, even if you're constricted, if you can literally just move your arm up and down, you're still going to hit. Like
Yeah,
it's
I
impossible to not.
meant hit in such a way that it would be worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It requires a certain level of suspension of disbelief anyway.
So it's 29.
So 29 will hit the inside of the creature. You can roll
What?
1d3 plus
1d3?
whatever damage.
5. Wow, rolled another nat 1. Beautiful. Well, I guess it was only out of 3 though.
You pierce a little bit into the creature, but it is not yet enough to like cut yourself free entirely.
I'll give you indigestion.
All right, that brings us to the bird, who is going to make a quick roll here. Okay. It is going to full attack Jessup. So it's going to... And it is going to power attack.
Cool.
Okay, that brings us to a 34 to hit.
Yep.
And then it has 2 talons. The talons do a 33
Yep.
and 38.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
This isn't really going so great.
Yep.
So the bite will deal 48 points of damage.
Holy cow.
Cool.
Cool.
Is this like the daughter of Naphexi? Like
You
what
said
is
4d8, right? Like,
Nope.
like you got to roll for it still?
this?
48. Power attack, buddies. The first talon will deal 38 points of damage. And the second talon will deal 34 points of damage.
And Jessup goes down.
All right. So the two of you out there see Jessup collapse to the ground, unconscious, and who knows, maybe dead. You don't know.
Did Jessup have his bite still? Did we know? He kept it, didn't he? Because he was stabbing himself in the
Jessup
thigh.
and Gideon are the only ones who kept it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you
I
used
have it.
yours, didn't get a new one. Kieran gave his up. I think Gideon kept his.
Jessup's going to be a beautiful butterfly.
Brings us to Gideon's turn. You're no longer stunned.
Yeah. Still ain't so great, is it?
You do see a pretty horrific display in front of you, yes.
Okay. All right, buddy. That's a lot. I mean, he's got to pick up his weapon, which is at least a move action, yeah?
Yes.
Really, I don't know if he was full from you or Jessup was too fat, so he just decided to pluck the crap out of me instead.
Right, not eat you. I mean, I think it's because mechanically he's not allowed to eat two people, but...
I mean, I think Jessup would be a big main course.
I looked at the creature's mental stats and I was like, yeah, I'll let him roll, but he knows the order in which he's going to take you guys out. She? He? I think it's a he.
So we're going to swift action heal. 3d6. So that's up 12. And then we'll go for damage. Before he had gone to pick up his weapon, he'll have cast Bone Shaker.
Shakes Oran.
So go ahead and roll me a fortitude save.
Okay, well, first off, a couple things happen. First up, casting the spell provokes. I assume you weren't casting defensively?
No, I didn't think it had. I guess I could have, but I didn't think it had that much reach.
I figured you probably didn't.
Yeah, I thought it was only 15. Yeah, I won't metagame that.
Okay, so that will provoke with its bite, which is actually a natural 1, so never mind.
Okay, so glad we had that conversation.
Well, with power attack, it could have missed on more than a natural 1 against you, I think, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, natural 1. So it is, does this have spell resistance?
It would say so.
It says yes. It says yes, so go ahead and roll me spell resistance.
Probably not enough.
You feel the energy of your Bone Shaker spell dissipate on contact with the creature.
Wow, so that really just in every way went as poorly as possible.
I mean, you didn't get hit though, and now you know it has at least 20-foot range with its bite. So
yeah, let's 5-foot step in and try to pull aggro.
That'll bring us to Jessup, who's going to roll me secretive stuff, and going on to Kieran.
All right, Kieran will move action, pick up his glaive. Does that provoke?
Let me look at. Yes, it will.
So then hold 1 second. I would like to cast a spell defensively, level 1 spell, and I will have a +4 to this roll, so a 26 to cast. Oh, sorry, level 2 spell. So I make it and I cast Mirror Image,
okay,
and I will have 7 images, and then I will pick up my glaive.
Okay, so that will provoke because the creature does have combat reflexes.
This thing's worse than Naphexi.
I almost want Sarah to look at it. It's a second natural 1.
Oh,
Lucky.
okay.
But even though it's a natural 1, if it's within 5, does it still get rid of an image?
I would think so, probably.
I don't know.
I believe it does.
I feel like it
Because
shouldn't.
you'd still
but-
have a number.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't, but
You feel like it shouldn't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Because I feel like a fail is a
Doesn't-
fail. You should.
Yeah, it's an auto fail, right?
I think technically it would.
Yeah, but the
it just
idea is
seems
that
silly.
even if you miss, if you're within 5, I mean, it doesn't say a natural 1 would stop you from being within 5. You could still have within 5. I mean, you could still technically hit and roll a natural 1, and it would still miss because it's natural 1, but you...
Yeah, I think it's just the same logic that applies that, like, even if your hit would be beyond someone's AC on a nat 1, it's just, you miss. You whiffed it. It was something on your end that caused you to mess up. I understand your side too. I'm just saying from what I think they're thinking.
Yeah, I think a technicality it would because of by definition of being within a certain number, but I think it's just kind of silly that a nat 0 or a nat 1 always misses and then it still successfully does something. It reminds me of the when we did the crit deck, Sarah. Remember when your character rolled a fumble and still managed to stab Nick's character? He was so mad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That was funny.
So is it the group consensus that you think it should not? Because if you rule that, any creatures that I have mirror image, that's how it's going to work.
So I guess I would take the stance that a 1 is a null and a 20 is
I would agree with that. A 1 is a miss. It's a null value. It's a miss.
It doesn't have a value. It's a null, and then a 20 is an absolute, which would mean regardless
It's
of
a hit.
what it is, it's a hit.
Correct. It doesn't have a number value. It just is a hit and a critical.
Well, even
just
on a
hit.
save, it's an auto success regardless.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We will rule it that way, and just keep that in mind for
Yes.
future.
We'll
Future
establish it as precedent.
Yep.
It is 100% going to bite us in the butt in the
That's
future.
fine.
Yeah, but then I would feel okay about it because that's how I would
Yeah.
rule it.
It's true.
Right. I like the idea that it's a null value.
Is that it for Kieran's turn, by the way?
Yeah, yep. I did my standard and I move action, picked up my glaive. That's it.
That brings us back to Oran at the top of round 5, and Oran, because you are inside the creature still, you and Gideon will both take 14 points of damage.
Yeah, that's just keeps chipping away at you, don't it, bud? Sorry.
I left it up. I could have dismissed it. I left it up. I don't know why I clicked that. Just ignore it. It just was a misclick.
He's frustrated.
He
'cause
is ready to go.
Yeah.
Comment at me, Mr. Dodo.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not how you
gonna-
change your initiative mid-combat.
Is it not?
Wait, we can't.
Nope.
Wait. Does Jason also not know about the intermission rule?
wait, you've been ignoring this the whole time?
So if I... Oh, man, I don't want to burn so much on this stupid bird.
He did say it's like a half Naphexi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I'm not even wasting any of my Inspire Courages.
Well, that's true. Okay, so I want to use Hammer Fist Ally. Would that be allowed, Jason? I can't see where I would place it.
To make it blow up from the inside.
I don't believe so, because I think you have to have line of sight on where it is going to be summoned, and you don't have anywhere to summon it.
Yeah, it says you can bring forth an ancient stone construct force specifically to protect the beloved followers of the Father of Creation. Once per day as a standard action, you can summon a stone golem to aid you. You
Dude,
get
that was so
with
good.
100 feet. I summon it inside the bird.
Yeah, that's a no-go situation.
Explain to me why I can't summon it inside the bird.
Because there's no empty square.
It's no empty square.
Not how life works. Okay, then I'm just gonna channel.
Okay.
I'll live forever.
That brings us to the beard, and it is going to full attack. Would it know which one of you to attack? I don't know. I'm just going to roll for it. 1, 2, 3, Gideon. 4, 5, 6, Kieran. 5. Let's go after Kieran with the mirror images. So first attack, that'll be so it's not power attacking this turn, so that is a 41.
Yep.
The Talon would be a 45, and then a 42. So we have a D8. It's sort of an image.
I did want to try. It was Knowledge Arcana, right?
Yes.
Could I retroactively do that? Because I meant to do it on my turn. A Knowledge Arcana roll.
Sure.
Ha! Nope. I was hoping for a nat 20. We did not get that.
Nope.
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, the 3 ticks all get rid of images.
Okay, so just 3 images?
Yep, because it rolled a 4, and a 6 on all of its image rolls. And then it's actually going to step back because you're still within range, and it sees what you're doing. That'll bring us to Jessup's turn. So you guys see Jessup's body begin to turn into caterpillars, and then they begin to sprout into butterflies, which then coalesce back, and he begins to change form. You won't know exactly what he changes into until the beginning of next turn, but Jessup, do you want to go with what I thought was a thematic pick for Jessup, or do you want to roll?
I am going with your pick, but I would like to roll later just to see what it could have been.
Oh, you can roll. You can GM roll me one, and I can tell you what it would have been
Okay.
right now.
Just 100.
Yeah, do 100.
Sure.
You would have been. Oh,
Would have been if it's the same thing.
kind of
it'd be awesome.
anticlimactic.
You would have been a human.
That's amazing. It was meant to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the same one that you chose.
I don't know.
I see.
We don't know.
So you guys see this effect begin to take place on his body, and it seems like it will soon be complete in like 6 seconds. Kieran, actually Gideon, did we already do your turn? Gideon should have gone.
No. Okay. Wow, this is really just kind of a poopy combat, huh? Boop,
What are you
boop, boop,
talking
boop.
about? I'm having a blast.
I'm having fun. Don't hear that wrong. I just mean ain't exactly going our way as cleanly as I would like. Oh, I'm somewhat regretting that decision, but that's okay.
Okay. I know why, too.
Yeah, I was thinking about using Grace, and I just forgot about it because I was trying to move quick. But that's okay. I'll 5 foot step back and cast Angelic Aspect. All right, you dumb bird. Bring out the big guns now.
Stupid bird.
Yeah.
All right.
stupid.
And that's your whole turn?
We will do an invocation of, let's go destruction. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Now it's Kieran's turn.
Kieran's going to cast defensively.
Ooh.
So that's a high number to hit, but I guess I'll have to just try it. Yeah, so I'll have a +4 to this roll. I think I'm trying to hit a 27.
That's what I got.
So here we go. All right, with a +4,
That'll
I get
do
a
it.
41. So I get off my form of the dragon. So I turn into a dragon. And then I will try to cast defensively a quicken spell. So this will be...
Actually, you don't have to cast defensively for Quicken because it's a swift action and those don't provoke.
Or not cast defensively, but this is for spell resistance. So
Okay, that's
+4
different,
to
yeah.
this is only a 25, so I think that fails.
25, whatever the heck it was you were doing.
Magic
missile. Yeah, they seem to dissipate upon contact with the creature.
Well, I am at least a dragon now.
Also, by the way, on its turn, its feathers returned back to green.
Interesting. I don't know what that means, but cool. And then I will 5 foot step closer.
All right. That'll bring us to the top of round 6. Oran, you're still inside the creature?
Yep. What's my damage?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the damage. I was
Oh,
waiting for
then-
you to attack.
Regardless, I'm gonna attack. We'll skip it. It's no big deal.
No. You
No.
and Gideon. So wait, this doesn't split evenly.
I take the higher.
You take 18 and Gideon takes 17.
Wow, I tell you what, because that's a lot of damage for being inside of it.
Oh, yeah?
A bird's stomach. Thing has some strong stomach muscles, I'm telling you. I guess we'll try and attack it with my little punchy dagger. 43.
Ooh, 43 will hit.
5 points of damage. I'm gonna cut myself out one day.
5 more points of damage. All right. Yep, I have it noted. That brings us to the bird, who at this point can only attack Kieran. It's gonna 5 foot step a little bit further back to keep you at distance.
You sure it doesn't want to fly away with Oran in its belly?
It has a poor maneuverability fly, so I don't think it's going to be doing that mid-combat.
It is a dodo bird.
It will full attack Kieran again. 38,
Yes.
40.
I mean, my AC is
And
only a
higher.
31.
Okay,
So?
so it has to roll a natural one to miss you.
Oh, goody.
So we have to roll, what is it now? You have, so D5. Roll 1D5. So that's an image, and an image.
Oh, boy.
So it's going through the images, and that is Gideon's turn.
No, that was the dodo bird's turn.
Yeah, and so now it's Gideon's turn.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. You'll be able to listen back later and chuckle at it.
No, I said that is, meaning that, it is now Gideon's turn.
Okay. You
Like, that
usually
brings us
say
to
that.
Gideon's turn.
Yeah, but you usually say that and you'll be like, and that's Kieran's turn, and so then you just.
I might usually say it that way. I said that with intentionality. I understand your chuckling, but I did say that intentionally.
Okay. I gotta start dealing damage to this, but I don't want to get grappled though. So I'm in an impasse here. I'm gonna grace charge. I mean, why not? Might as well get the bonus to hit. It's not like my AC makes a big difference right now. And take 1 hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a natural one. No,
41.
41 will do it.
Don't be like that.
41 will hit.
18 points of damage.
Can you please fix your damage?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Or do you still have it as the 2d6?
yeah, I did.
I looked at that because I knew for a fact it was still going to be that.
All right, so we'll just there we are.
There
Sorry
we go.
about that. Just 2 less. I've shared Wrath on, so like the crit range is still where it's supposed to be, but like it's easy to forget that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I apologize.
When you're changing things every other
Other
spell.
sheets and not like buffs. Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Jessup, who, again, you see the caterpillars, they turn into butterflies and begin to coalesce into a new body, and now the body fully forms. Jessup, you get all your hit points back because of the reincarnation spell. You get the 2 permanent negative levels because of the reincarnation spell. And you come back as, I don't know if you want to tell everybody what you come back as or how you want to handle that.
I look like Rizrin, but with pants.
So I gotta be honest, it is amazing to me how this whole while we've had a kind of a stint where we've done pretty okay. People have gone down, but we've always had the cleric to bring them up. In the last like 2 combats, Oran's been preoccupied or dead, and we have desperately needed that reincarnation. Actually,
Yeah.
We're gonna bring back the shield and other stuff. We're like, all right, buddy, we need some more bites here.
So it is your turn. You're prone on the ground currently, but
Yeah, so Jessup would wake up, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. So this is the first time that Jessup's died, I think, in the campaign that I can think
Is
of.
it?
He's gone down for sure, but I don't think he's actually died.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't ever remember bringing him back.
So I guess he doesn't know if he was unconscious or not, but now he knows that he's awake. I picture him face down, leaning up and looks, and of course he can see his hands.
Technically, you were petrified. That's kind of like death.
it's worse than death actually for the soul.
and you didn't have any form of dark vision before, did you?
Oh no, so this is like a lot different.
So yeah, you wake up, open your eyes, and you're like, yeah.
I still have even the lights on, so Jessup squinting, looks down, see his arms. I think he kind of alludes and knows what happened, but just, oh, this is very peculiar. And then he will reach out, pick up the bow. So it was be a move equivalent action, I guess.
So
And then,
yeah, it's like a move action to stand up and a move action to grab the bow.
technically, could he do that at the same time that he does his move action to stand up?
No.
It's weird and silly that way. It's fine. He'll leave the bow down, so I will... Oh, no, yeah, because I can do... No, because it would be...
I thought you could pick up a weapon as you move through a square.
You can, but technically it's in my square, kind of.
Yeah, and I think that was technically something we had done way back when, and then I don't know if you actually
Yeah, I'm not
can.
gonna pick up my
I'm
bow
pretty
yet.
sure
I'm
I was going to say, I think Aiden did
Yeah.
that at least 3 times.
With acrobatics rolls, and that's because Jason was being incredibly generous, I think.
No, Jessup will stand up, not gonna pick up the bow. So move action, stand up, and then for his other move action, he will start back up his performance.
Did we see what he is?
Well, you don't. You're
You don't.
No, I don't, clearly.
metagaming.
On your guys' turns, I'll allow you knowledge checks.
Yes, well,
Okay.
Well, more like perception checks to notice what's going on, but
have no fear, friends. I am back, and I will start a performance.
I don't like his voice.
definitely sounds
Aw.
different, yeah. He sounds much more respectable.
He does. He sounds regal. Is he an elf now?
He's kind of, yeah.
I'm an elf lord.
I mean, technically not. Technically, you're a nothing.
You know,
That-
you
'cause
stop. We don't
they're-
know anything about him. No.
Okay, all right.
Listen, if Jessup didn't get some kind of like difficult existential race that he had to play, I'm calling crap. Oran had to be a hobgoblin, and Jessup gets to be something easy.
So I guess, Jason, out of curiosity, am I a filthy male or am I a matriarch?
You're a drow! You're a drow! Only drows talk in that language.
I'm going to say, since you're not a noble, because that stat block is
Oh,
not
That stat
happening.
block is ridiculous.
I'm going to say male.
So yeah, so stand up, move action, start inspire courage, and then I guess I'll just 5-foot step over to be on the square with my bow.
Is it not a swift action for you yet?
Is it?
Pretty sure it is at 13th level, isn't it?
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, maybe I forgot about that the past like level or two. Okay, so I guess I will pick up the bow, stand up, and then swift action
Okay. Yeah.
do that instead.
All right.
I, for what it's worth, do like your voice.
I do too.
Well done.
Yeah,
That is a
well
good
done.
drow voice.
I didn't know what it
That's
was.
great.
I didn't really know what it was going to be. So
Out
I don't know,
of curiosity, I don't know drow and Pathfinder. Do they worship a spider god in Pathfinder?
In Pathfinder, I think they worship. So they were corrupted by Rovagug, and they worship a demon lord. I think.
I will tell you guys though. I'm not gonna tell you what I rolled, but funny enough, I rolled to Jason, and on his table I got GM's choice. So it was meant to be.
Meant to be. Absolutely
awesome.
meant to be.
I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's funny.
Also, this is one of the coolest things I think you could have the opportunity to like roll into and play. Like, it's not every day. It's
Because
not
we
every
generally
day
don't
that-
allow those sorts of races in most APs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, we'll see. I'll be an awesome draw for probably a sweet one round. So
Is it drow or drow? I always used said drow, but you
I
said
always
drow.
say drow because I like it sounding better, but it is officially drow.
Dro.
interesting.
Well, actually, no. Okay, well, I was reading Second Darkness, and it said it had a pronunciation thing, and it's like it is DROW, pronounced as BOW. Now that I think about it,
B-O-W?
Bow.
you can also pronounce that
Bow?
word two ways.
Bow.
Bow and bow.
Holy
so it's
cow.
so it's a drow.
Well,
Drow.
Or
it
drow.
depends on if you're talking about the weapon bow or the bow of a ship.
So I just Googled how to pronounce drow, and there's a question that says, is it pronounced drow or drow? Like the same word, drow or drow. And then this one person says drow to rhyme with cow and not dro to rhyme with row, as in propel a boat. This comes to us from Gary Gygax, who put drow in the game.
Okay. I like that pronunciation better anyways.
Yeah.
Who's Gary Gygax?
Oh, shut up. No, he's got to be facetious, surely.
He is the Tolkien of D&D.
Oh, okay.
That's a great way of saying it.
Speaking of this game that we're playing, it is Kieran's turn.
Okay, let's see. Trying to think the order of events I want to do this in. Kieran is going to move in 10 feet, thus provoking. Wait. No. I am going to move to be here, provoking.
Okay, that will potentially provoke. I guess I'll keep that roll. Actually, it's a really good roll. I'll re-roll it for your sake. It's slightly worse, but it'll still hit. So that'll be a 1d2. That one will hit. So you take 34 points of damage.
Okay. Now I'm going to cast defensively a level 2 spell, so DC 19, and I get a +4 to this, so a 40. I'm going to recast Mirror Image,
You just
and I will roll 1d4
Minimum.
plus 4, minimum 5.
I know it.
And that's my turn.
Top of round 7, we've got Oran. He's still chipping away.
Do you want to?
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep
The
forgetting.
damage. Like, I'm gonna stop reminding you after this one.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I'll just do it retroactively.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
I rolled it I didn't GM roll that one. You take 13 and Gideon will take 12.
Okay. I'm gonna chip away at it. I'm gonna stab it from the inside.
You're probably doing as much to it as it's doing to you.
You don't have any acid resistance, do you, Oran?
No.
Okay, I'll remember from now on.
A
25 will hit.
26. Okay.
6 will hit, yeah.
I don't get an iterative attack inside the stomach, do I? Because I'm grappled.
If you're full, I don't see why.
'Cause I'm not moving, so.
Yeah, if you do it as a full round action, I guess, yeah.
Since now that you've drawn it, yeah.
All right. Well, there's 7, and let's see if I
All
hit
right,
again.
that'll do.
Okay, 39. Okay. That sucks. I missed out on 2 other attacks.
See? This is why you carry up efficient backup weapons. What can I say?
So,
It's doing it. I'm getting there, bud.
your first attack was 5 damage, yes? I believe it was 5 damage.
7. Or the very first one I ever
Very
did.
first
was
one.
5.
Very first
Yeah.
one, yeah.
First one was 5. Second one was 5.
So you did 5, 5, 7, 6. That's 23.
Correct.
It has exactly 23 to get out of it. So
Oh, nice.
with your iterative attack, you exactly slice through the stomach and spill out onto the ground.
Ah! as he comes out with his little punch dagger.
The creature yells out in pain.
Well done, Oran.
And I guess that's my turn.
Okay, it is the creature's turn. It is going to attack Gideon.
It gobbles me up again. Not again!
With its 20 wisdom, it's going to switch targets to somebody who doesn't have mirror image at the moment. So against Gideon, the bite is unfortunately a natural 1.
So that'll miss.
But the talon's a natural 20
Okay.
with a natural 19 to confirm.
Okay, so it doesn't confirm anyway. Wait, no, with a natural 19 to confirm?
Natural 19, yeah. So that's a 52.
Yeah, talons are 1920.
50.
Yeah.
All right, so don't be like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my buffering cap right away. Oh, that didn't give you the
I don't
text.
know what that
it
does.
It's probably one of these broken items that Josh
It's going to be
finds.
like this 100 gold piece item negates all.
This is the one that I said. I don't know. We'll see what Jason says when I go to use it. I'll go ahead and type it in there for you. 2,000 DP. And it lets me negate a crit once per day.
It does not negate a crit at all.
To convert the bonus damage into non-lethal damage.
Yeah, so you still take the full damage. It's just some of it's non-lethal.
Which is fine. I guess I also have the fortification though too, so you have to roll on that.
Yes. So that's a D100. I assume?
Yeah, and I've got. Okay, so that doesn't.
I don't think it matters what the percentage is. That's within the percentage.
Yeah.
Could be a 5% chance, and that a 4 is within that chance.
So in that case, I don't use the buffering cap. I don't know what order we should do that in.
You take the damage, but you don't use the thing. So we were not power attacking, so this is only 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second claw is a 48
Yeah, that'll do it.
and another 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Where do you find these items? Like, do you have a special book we don't have?
Well, so I know this will sound really dumb. I've got so much time at work. I have been just reading through the books. Not to mention how much I spend on I spent 148 hours according to Reddit just scrolling the forums.
That's fair.
Not to mention all the stuff on the actual main Paizo website, and then I don't know. It's a lot of my life. I have a lot of time at work.
Yeah, that item is probably fine for its price when you compare it to the Jingasta of the Fortunate Soldier. So,
Yeah, but the Jingasa got nerfed technically, and it's not society legal. I don't think.
I don't know. Anyways, this is Gideon's turn.
Okay, so believe it or not, we are within 25% of my max health.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and cast.
I've been here before.
Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and cast ourselves some second wind. Yeah, we're gonna keep pressing our luck. I could technically play this much safer, but then that would put the others in danger. So I heal 18.
Yep.
Which ain't quite gonna get me to where I want, but
You'll live forever.
we'll do what we can. 5-foot step in, full round attack, 2-weapon fighting. So maybe I'll hit, maybe I won't.
So, the 36 will hit, the 32 will miss, the 35 will hit, and the 35 will hit. So that's 14, 13, 13, so that's is that 40 even?
So how many hits was that? 3?
3.
And here we go. 9 from Jessup.
All right. You see, as it takes that sonic damage, its feathers turn white. Jessup, it's also your turn.
Swift action. Jessup is going to use one of his rounds of his ring for precise shot. And then he will make said shots. He's also going to keep Inspire Courage up, so let me check off.
Free action, maintain. Swift action, do the ring, and okay.
3 shots, because I'm hasted. Even though I died, came back hasted. 36, 25,
36
29.
will hit. The 25 and the 29 will miss.
That sucks.
12 points of damage still.
I'm going to roll it. Not going to do anything but 4 Sonic.
Yeah, you see that the sonic damage seems to dissipate in the wings and does nothing.
Out of curiosity, I pay attention when I hit it and it dissipates. Does its wings immediately change colors or it's still white?
Still white.
Okay.
So changing damage types might be a way to kind of play it.
And then I will 5-foot step.
And that'll bring us to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran will 5-foot step to be in flanking.
Does that count? I think that
Oh,
counts,
yeah, that's flanking.
It should. It only took like 7 rounds to set up. All right. I will do 2 bites, 2 claws, 2 wings.
Come on, Kieran.
So I'll do hasted bite first.
Okay.
A natural 1. Okay.
Cool.
Regular bite, 33. It's probably going to miss.
33 will, you have flanking on here?
I do. Yep.
Okay, so that will miss.
First claw, 38.
That'll do
Second claw, 44.
That'll do
First wing, 36. Second
Yep.
wing, natural 20. But the confirmation, I think, is going with the 34 is probably not going to confirm.
It'll partially do it.
So the successful bite is 18 points of damage.
Excuse me? When
sorry.
did your bite hit?
Yep, nope, I'm sorry, I got confused. First claw
Trying
is
to put that one past
the
me.
first claw is 22 bludgeoning, slashing, 3 acid.
Okay, the wings turn green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Piecing together, picking up what you're laying down.
Second claw is 18 bludgeoning, slashing, 2 acid. The first wing attack is 17. And
No acid on that.
No acid on that. And then the last wing is 18.
All right. Ouch.
That
was
is my
actually
turn.
quite a bit of damage, but it is still up. Top of round 8. You see a small crossbow bolt go flying through the air.
Aw, Wendell.
Oh, he's shy.
Wendell. Good job, buddy.
Unfortunately, even flat-footed and with the bonus from being invisible, a natural 3 is
Not enough.
not going to cut it. He's got a really good to hit, too.
Does he have greater invisibility?
I think it's just invisibility.
So he's become visible?
Yeah. Actually, he would be off the screen, to be honest. He'd be, like, over... I can't even ping it. He's in the direction of where you came from, but off the map.
Okay, yeah.
He's
It's
been
fine,
hiding
it's
there the
fine.
whole time.
Good luck. Thanks, buddy.
He's got a plus 20 to hit, but natural 3 is not going to do it. That brings us to Oran.
5-foot step back. It doesn't matter about Jessup. He hasn't taken any damage.
I most certainly have.
You're fine. You'll live forever.
I most certainly have, he says. I died.
Guess I'll channel.
All right. So that'll hit you. Yeah, so the 3 of you.
Correct.
All right. 20 points of healing is pretty good.
It's not so bad. It might keep me up.
We'll see.
Okay. That brings us from Oran to the Jub Bird. Oh, never mind.
I'm going to swift action cold ice strike.
Okay. Give me a Spial Resistance. Every time I say that, I'm going to slowly slur more and more.
22.
22 will not affect the creature, unfortunately.
Oh, boo. All right. Moving on. Your turn.
Yep.
Dodo bird.
The Jub Bird is going to full attack Gideon, and it's going to be another natural 20, I'm afraid.
I tried, bud. I tried.
And
this
this is on
is
the bite.
Oh, buddy.
To confirm will be a 50, and against your moderate fortification armor, whatever, shield thing, whatever it is that gives you moderate fortification, D100 is a 54, so the crit will go through.
I will now use the buffering count.
All power to you. I'll still need a fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Yeah, the bite's real bad.
Oh, is it that? Is it the thundering thingy?
The bite's real bad. It's real bad.
Oh yeah, and a successful crit. Yeah, it's
33.
lucky, I think.
No, I don't think it'll matter.
DC 33
Oh.
to avoid being decapitated.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you don't reincarnate from that.
Yeah, a successful critical hit decapitates and instantly slays a large or smaller victim. DC 33 fortitude negates decapitation. and deals triple normal damage regardless of the decapitation result. I mean, you're still dead. 100%.
Would reincarnation work? It still would. You just need a part of it, right?
Oh yeah, reincarnation will still work.
Yeah.
It's just
but I'm
that you're
dead.
going to take...
Roll it. Can you roll it in chat?
Yeah, the bonus damage is non-lethal.
Okay, fine. I'll roll one set of normal damage. So you take 35 damage.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Aren't you like unconscious immediately though?
At this point.
and then you take 60 non-lethal damage
Okay, so I'm unconscious.
and kills you.
And kills me?
Yeah. When you take non-lethal damage, keep a running total of how much you've accumulated. Do not deduct it from your current hit points. It is not real damage. Instead, when your non-lethal damage equals your current hit points, you're staggered. When it exceeds your current hit points, you fall unconscious. If a creature's non-lethal damage is equal to his total maximum hit points. Okay, that's what it was. I thought it was the current.
Yes. So I go unconscious at my current hit dice. Or hit points, I mean.
Yep. So that means the Talon will hit with a natural 18.
So you're gonna die anyway.
That's my corpse.
If you'd like, I can roll a perception to see if he can tell that you're still breathing
Yeah, go for
with
it.
his 20 wisdom.
I don't care what his wisdom is. Roll that perception.
That is a 26.
Okay, so you notice. Okay, so his chest is moving up and down a little bit.
So the bite is natural 18, which will hit, dealing 23 points of damage.
Okay. He's dead. Okay.
Doesn't he have one more attack?
Are you dead? I'm going to roll a perception to see if you're still dead.
So I took 23.
Yes.
You could take a perception check to see.
Yeah, that'll be a 22.
What's the DC?
Heck if I know.
I'll just tell you, I'm at my negative con score.
Oh, so you are dead.
Exactly. I am at negative 16 because Angel doesn't give me extra, right? Yeah.
Then I am going to 5-foot step and attack Oran.
Yeah, no, why?
Oh, wait, I have DR. Oh, well. You would kill me this turn eventually.
Do you want me to use this attack on you instead of Oran then?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, well, there's a natural 16, which will hit, and
I'd be at
he'll take
negative
another
6.
19 damage.
Yeah, if you're that committed. And then, yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, the creature is, at this point, well, I mean, he thought that he put the one guy down, but now he's not. Okay, he's kind of confused.
So you said another 19. So negative
Yeah.
6 minus 19. I'm at negative 25.
Yeah, the creature is wise enough to know to put things down one by one and focus damage, but it is genuinely confused because it thought it had put one of you down and that one's back up. So,
But did it roll wisdom to know that I might be a different person?
oh, you do look different. I mean, it would have seen you, but surely. We can roll an intelligence on this one, though. A natural 20 on the intelligence, and a -2. So that's an 18 intelligence, and it knows you're the same person. It doesn't know why.
I mean, it really could be anything.
So that brings us to Gideon, but Gideon is down. Brings us to Jessup. You
Jessup.
see the creature put Gideon down.
Oh, this is quite alarming. Let's see.
It's taken quite a bit of damage, though.
So I'm going to maintain performance. Let me check that off. And do I risk it for the biscuits?
Of course.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sure. Probably.
You're the finisher. Finish this.
I doubt I'm going to kill it.
Kill it.
Get a crit.
I do have shared wrath, though, don't I? Yeah, I'm definitely not going to.
Yep.
Sure. You know what? Screw it. Why not?
My invocation does stop.
Oh, you had an invocation?
Of wrath.
That's literally what I was gonna say. I totally
Never heard you say that, so alrighty.
Combats with you guys would be so much easier if just the buffs,
So the nat 1 is not a crit. That's a null. 26 misses. 36, I think, might hit.
No.
36 will hit.
So that's going to be 16 whopping damage. Oh, and another 2.
I will say after reading the forums, I changed my mind on the null.
Really? Okay, I'll have to read it then. That's interesting.
Oh, have you come to enlightenment, my friend?
I technically have, yes. After reading
All
it,
right.
the one guy makes a really good point.
You let yourself be swayed by lesser beings.
Yep.
You know what? Just for that, you can be a dwarf again. No, just kidding.
Yes! I'll take it.
I call shenanigans. They're in cahoots. Jason's paying him under the table to say stuff.
He whispered me.
He's like, if you say I'm right, I'll let you be a dwarf again.
I'll let you be a dwarf again.
So, Jessup, you do hit with one of your strikes. The creature does not go down, but it looks bad.
You got the 2 extra damage, right?
I believe so. You did sonic damage last round, right?
No, acid first.
No, Kieran would have hit. I believe. I'm not sure if it was electricity or acid.
It would switch back to acid.
But you did do sonic damage last turn.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Yep. So I guess.
Yeah. So no.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Interesting.
Oh.
I've been thematically saying the colors and whatnot, but it's a round thing. It's a full round thing.
Oh.
Gotcha.
I guess I could have been saying it was like rainbow colored at this point, but yeah.
That's cool.
Kieran, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to full attack. I am no longer flanking because my partner has died, so I will just roll my attacks. First bite attack, or I'll go with hasted bite attack, is a 36.
36 will hit.
Regular bite, 35.
35 will just hit, yeah.
Okay. First claw, 43.
43 will hit.
Second claw, 30.
30 will not.
First wing, 31. Second
Nope.
wing, 35.
That'll do it.
So we got 2 bites, a claw, and a wing.
And we need a crit confirmation on the claw.
19,
This is a 19.
30. So
Nope.
not a confirmation. So my first bite damage is 19. My second bite damage is 20. My
And
successful
that is enough
claw.
to put it down.
I'm still going. All right. My first claw is 22 slashing, 2 acid, and my wing attack is 20.
It had 25 hit points.
All right. We
Start
went
that turn.
we went downtown with all thems because
I like how you're like, I can do it too.
yeah.
All right.
Also, just for the fans, I have to say I have 160 hit points, so don't kill me, please.
What
I feel like the
fans?
rest of the party is like dying.
Wow. Wow.
And Kieran,
You know what?
you know.
For the first time, I don't have to cast Breath of Life on
I
Kieran.
know. I know.
You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm full HP.
So, all right. So now Gideon is also reincarnated.
Well, it's if we're
Well-
still in
Technically.
initiative.
So
We don't know, but
there's a couple layers to this. One, we will be staying in initiative, so it is up to Oran whether this effect actually goes through.
That's a lot of pressure. Okay. Somebody else's character.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
and 2, another one comes out from the tree.
And 2, technically speaking, I didn't want to bog things down before, and I don't know if it really mattered. Technically, when you reincarnate, I think there's a 50% chance that spell slots get lost.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so if you died with spells prepared, you have a 50% chance of losing any given spell.
So 56, I did good.
But
Or is it per slot?
It's per slot.
you guys rested, so Oran could have re-prepared any spells that he lost when he died. Brandon, however, would have to roll those.
Oh, okay.
I do not feel comfortable making that decision for Josh's character, so I would like Josh to make that decision for his character.
No, you have to. He can't. He
Nope.
is unconscious.
Nope.
So what I will say to you, Justin,
Oran would do it. I mean, Oran would do it outright. He's going to Breath of Life him. That would be
well,
what he
Oran
would do.
would know that Gideon seemed pretty open to the idea, actually.
But he doesn't want to force that on him. Like,
But does he want to rob him of the chance?
He's still, but he would keep that effect for later if we need it. So it's like wasting the effect right now.
right. It'd be wasting it. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to comment, but I will remind you of a conversation he had in game. Gideon said he would wait until the time was right.
Didn't you say you didn't want to remind us and then just proceeded to remind us?
No, I said I didn't want to talk out of game. I said I would remind you of something Gideon did say. He did express that.
This doesn't feel like the right time.
I mean, the amount of
No.
times that we've been attacked and murdered by these enemies, it's about time. I think we're going to go through the entire rest of this AP, and for some reason we're not going to let Gideon die, and he's just, like, at the very end, we're like, what are you guys going to do after the AP? Gideon's like, I'm going to have people coup de grace me. So I can finally change.
Finally resurrect.
He's had a wound for months. So it would go to Oran's turn, so
All right, he'll come over and breath of life, Gideon.
Just does CPR on his full plate.
It would be funny. I don't think it's possible, but it'd be funny if you rolled so low that he was still dead.
It's not impossible with how much damage he took. Like 36. Does 36 bring you back?
Brings him to be alive still, but he is not. Wait, hang on a second. Let me check.
You would heal the non-lethal at the same time, but you'd still have like 30-something non-lethal.
I'd have 24 non-lethal.
Yeah, so you're still unconscious.
I'm still unconscious.
Clearly he's dead.
But it's not equal to your Constitution score then.
He is breathing.
No, I mean, clearly the breath of life, he's not awake, so he must be dead.
He must be dead.
No other solution to that.
Explanation. Yeah.
Well, now we can just stand and watch the caterpillars eat him.
I will now comment out of game. I am completely fine with changing, but my sentiments mirror Gideon's. It's kind of conserve resources, don't tempt fate, and when it's the last resort, then it will bring him back.
Well, I mean, listen, Oran was never going to let him just, become... he wasn't going to let him resurrect if Oran could stop it.
Right.
That's basically Oran forcing Gideon to change, and I don't think that's within Oran's character.
You just don't want to come back as a gnome.
If you made me a gnome,
If you made him a gnome, that would be amazing.
I mean, like I said, I'm really okay with whatever I become, but a gnome would be a particularly funny choice.
That'd be amazing. I shall not falter.
I shall not falter, guys.
Do not worry. I am always serving Milani.
All right, and with that, we can drop out of initiative order because any crises have been averted. And with that, you guys are in this clearing. I imagine that you would probably go through the general stuff. You'd begin healing up. You'd maybe begin looking around the area and whatnot. Assuming that one of you guys casts a detect magic, which you normally do, you would detect an abnormally strong magical aura coming from an item around the Jub Bird's neck.
Oh.
Spellcraft.
Okay. You go up to the Jub Bird and you hone in on this item, and it looks like it's almost like a staff with leaves on the end. And you see what appears to be a tarnished gold scepter, the ends of which are shaped into sickly, withered-looking leaves. And you can roll a spellcraft.
I will try to
Does somebody
aid.
bring me back up, by the way? Oh, I do come back up naturally because of Enduring Bloom. All right, I'm up. I'm awake.
I aid.
Okay, so an aid from Oran, and Jessup wants to auto-aid, I would presume.
I don't. Jessup's actually rolling knowledge local on himself.
He's trying to figure out what he is.
I mean, now that I think he knows, but now that he has time, he's really very interested, so he's kind of distracted.
I think for Oran, it's more the elephant in the room, and he just doesn't make eye contact with you. He's just like,
Okay, then this might fail, so. 23. All right, I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. See you
You have
next
no idea
week.
what this item is, but as you are looking around, the three of you do suddenly come to the realization that Jessup's gone, and in his place is a dark-skinned, silver-haired, elf-like creature that you've never seen before. And with that, we'll see you next week.